Yeah.
Let's see if we go live. Is
Mm-hmm.
it gonna work?
Sure you got everything up? Mm-hmm.
Should be live.
Yeah, what's up? Let's hold that back. Let's hold that back. Because we got to give the people what they want.
All right, guys, we should
We
be
got to get.
live. We should be live across the board now. Hopefully, we're live on you. Yeah, we are. Let me see here on Twitch end. Let's see if we're live here real quick. Guys, bear with me for like a good five like good 5 minutes before the show starts. So just give me a minute. Yeah, we are live. Okay, cool. That is working. Guys, I've had a crazy weekend, so like you guys are gonna have to bear with me tomorrow. I later on today. I got parts coming in. We're building a whole new gaming PC, so that's happening. I'm taking my 5060 out of this rig. We're putting it in that one. Then we're kind of Mickey Mouse and duct taping things. So bear with me for like the next day, like literally. So by tomorrow afternoon, we should have a normal stream. We should be back to normal. Things should be back up right now. I'm using my gaming PC as a streaming PC, and then the gaming PC is going to turn into a streaming. So it's all chaotic because my Dell Precision that I had on I believe Thursday or no, it was Friday morning. I started smelling the magic smoke. So let's just put it that way. Like so, and then like burning plastic. So I don't know if it died over the night or it had a hiccup. I don't know. I tested everything else out. Everything works. I think it was just the power supply that went bad. So that's where we are. So I got a power supply, motherboard, CPU. The RAM and everything else was fine. And then they don't make the motherboard for the CPU that originally was in that PC to begin with. So they don't carry that anymore. And going
Mhm.
online like eBay, it's just stupid expensive. I might as just go out and just get a new motherboard, CPU, get a
Yeah.
better situation. The situation here on this PC here, this one's gonna turn into my streaming rig. So the gaming PC, I'll slap the streaming rig's graphics card into that. That should solve that.
Hmm.
So by tomorrow, everything will be figured out mid afternoon. I got to go do a bunch of Amazon returns and things like that, and move things around, and then go and take some stuff back to Walmart and things like that. So mid afternoon, I would say like 1 or 2 my time should be a stream or at least something up, or at least tomorrow night. I'll put it that way. We'll be back in the saddle, back streaming again. I wanted to do a show with this gentleman so bad. And when that all happened over the
Yeah.
weekend, he got busy, I got busy. There's a lot of stupidity going on right now
It
in
is.
the world, in the wrestling world, in the NBA world. There is just so much bad information going around in the NBA world. It's not even funny.
It's not.
Rui
It's not.
Hachimura,
And it.
Rui Hachimura is going from the Lakers to someone else, to the Spurs, then to somebody else. All these curmudgeon. Oh my God. Reading
Yeah.
so
Because
much of the bullshit that's going on online. I'm like, holy shit. These fake curmudgeon accounts. Oh, I have insider sources. You really have insider sources, asshole? Come on now. Oh, and by the way, I know we're not live on X. By the next show, I should have that fixed. I
yes.
didn't want to figure it out tonight because my monitor was giving me grief and so many other things. And I know Smooth has to. I have only a limited time, so I wanted to get this going before it's too late before he goes to sleep. So there you go, and get
Of
all that out
course.
the way. What's up, Smooth? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man. Hey, everything's well here. Had to take care of some stuff last week into the weekend. Had to make sure that my house was fixed. So fix for
Right
certain
on.
things because right now, just yeah, just right now, they're taking out on the old things and putting in new things in my apartment. So that was that for the week, and then the weekend got busy. Kind of had to decompress a little bit, and I went outside to a festival on Saturday, and then Sunday I was able to do something, and yeah, caught up on a little bit of the U.S. Open in golf and the World Cup. Very
Actually, both were pretty good this weekend. Last weekend, I should say.
very interesting and good. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. PGA, you and I'm message to the PGA. You made Wyndham Clark a heel character because he kicked in a locker. What was it, a year and a half ago? What dumb shit is that? Oh, I I go to the country club and I kick in a locker, so all you golf fans are gonna take it seriously, and we're gonna crash out and say, "Pick that clock, you
By the way,
motherfucking."
by the way, that's the same way. That's the same way NBA fans are acting right now.
Yes,
Outside of
no,
the Miami, well, outside of Miami and the Giannis stuff, the stuff that's happening with
oh
my
yeah,
Lakers, man, this shit's absurd. Let's
I
stop
will
this.
get to Giannis.
Hold on,
We'll get
I
to the
want to say
Giannis.
this. I'm gonna go on to the
Mhm.
Lakers stuff for real quick, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen to me as your tribal chief of the Lakers. Okay, I'm saying it. Put the ones in the air if you're a Lakers fan. If you watch this in the replay, put ones in the chat down below. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, as your tribal chief, I'm telling you this now. LeBron James is walking. That's a good thing. Hear me out. It's a good thing. Why I tell you this? Because you want to go get somebody like a Mitchell Robinson. You're going to want to go get him because the Knicks have already stated, and he said it again, opened his fat mouth. He's not willing to go over the second apron, and he said
Hey,
2 casualties are
hey,
coming. 2 casualties. And I'm telling you, Mitchell Robinson will be a Laker, or that other one they're wanting to go for, Mark. The other one, the
Robert
guy from Portland
Robert
that
Williams the
checks
third.
that checks all the boxes of Luca, but he's injury prone. But he had a resurgence year, so who knows?
Robert Williams the third.
If Mitchell Robinson is on the cutting block and he's there, and they don't pick up his bird rights, he should become a Laker. I think the Lakers have
But
enough money to go get him, and he deserves a bag full of money.
okay, okay. If it's like that for Luca, not a problem. I'll say this: if the Knicks can't get him, then you know what? Hey,
Well, they asked
uh,
him on Shaman, and he said, "Well, we can't bring everybody else back," and he was making Shaman into a guy on the street problem, like a money problem. And I'm like, what? This guy led you to the promised lands. He was one of your saviors for a minute there that saved your asses. And you're telling me that he's not worth a contract extension or at least somewhat money? That's a slap in the face to him. And to Mitchell Robinson, that guy's your savior too. So I don't understand. I don't understand James Dolan. I'm not deep into the New York hemisphere like that, but the shit he's been saying on these podcasts, he needs to keep his mouth shut. He is saying
yeah,
it's like the Orange Man going on these pressers, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you on about, dog?
no, 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 no. But
You
then,
have won a championship. Shut the fuck up for the next 2 months. Go down.
but then again,
Talk in August.
remember. Then again, remember. You have the trades and free agency coming up.
Talk
So
in
and the
August.
draft.
In
But
August.
the problem,
Let's do
okay,
that in
okay.
July.
So you want him to go pat, you want him to go in that second apron and pay that luxury tax because
Hmm.
guess what? That's what OKC had to do. Guess what their luxury tax was?
What I'm saying is let your team just enjoy the win for a while. Let them
But the problem
vacation.
is, I get it. Oh, and by the way, guess what? Co-host, you said it. Remember you were saying Cat should take a pay cut to stay with the team?
Yes.
Well, he did come out and say that um before the playoffs started,
He's willing to introduce that or entertain it.
he did. He said it on an interview with
He should.
Shannon Sharp on Club
Look,
Shay Shay.
I'm just going to say this. If you want to win championship in this two-apron league, you're going to have to find ways to cut your own money. Cuz you get that back
Okay.
in
Well,
endorsements anyway.
and you're in New York City, so guess what? New York City, the door's open.
Right.
Look at Brunson. Brunson now is going to get an acting role on Law and Order SVU. Him and Josh Hart. Watch. Josh Hart's in it too. Mikhail Bridges may get
I
an acting
I
role in it
I
too.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, I think owners look. It just didn't let your players enjoy. You know,
I get what he's
stop the
saying.
spectacle. I understand where he's
I get
coming from, but
I get what he's saying, but
let New
guess what?
York bask in it for a minute. Let people bask into it. Like this is where
But,
I went
but
with.
remember, you gotta worry about second April now because when does free agency hit? July 1st. When does the
I,
trade
I
times hit? July 1st, next week. So guess what? Everything is agreed upon this week. Next week is when everything can be finalized and act
well,
and be
okay. So
approved.
here's me being fair to your team. I don't think you're bringing back everybody. I think Shaman and
No,
what's his face is gonna get cut.
yeah, well, because listen, Chapman deserves a deal. So guess what? We're doing that now. We're bringing back our the rookie Mohamed Diawara on a multi-year deal. Okay,
I
and
don't think you're bringing back
and
Shaman, and I really don't think you're bringing back Mitchell Robinson because the way
but we're
James
also
Dolan was talking, he wants to
but we're
save
also
money.
bring but we're also bringing back Grand Theft Alvarado, Jose Alvarado.
You
He's
should
gonna
bring him
exercise
back.
his he's exercising his option. He already said it. He already stated that yesterday.
So
Diawara,
as a as I'm a Laker tribal chief, I'm your tribal chief. I'm saying it here on the show as your tribal chief. Put the ones up, as I'm telling
put
you
the ones
now.
up, put the ones up.
Mitchell Robinson is gonna be a Laker because there's just no doubt about it at this point. He's they Luca's already talked about it. It seems like Austin Reeves is talking about it.
Hmm.
I really think the Lakers are gonna be this way.
Hmm.
LeBron
And
James, let him go. Let LeBron
let him.
James go at this point. He's
And
not.
guess
And
what?
here's my mind. Maybe co-host, maybe you feel the same way as me. Why can't he just take less fucking money and just be a fucking team player? What are we doing?
That's not LeBron.
Why is he sitting back? And then you hear all these good
Hmm.
bunch of fans. Well, LeBron James, what? And they do this with Prince. What? I want your brain. LeBron James is a billionaire. He don't need any more money. He could take so much less money and open up a couple roster spots.
Do like Jalen Brunson. Do a
Yeah,
Jalen
right.
Brunson one. Do Jalen
Like
Brunson.
LeBron, why are
But he
we in
can't do that.
negotiations and going? Why are we in negotiations? And in these negotiations, from what is being said now, he's not willing to compromise. He wants a full deal, bro. You're 42 years old and you're acting like you want a fucking go over to Golden State. Just Golden State, take
So,
him, take everything to do with him.
listen, okay.
I respect LeBron for what he is, but he gotta go. At this point, it's just
Listen.
becoming greedy.
Well, I'm gonna say this as the tribal chief of Knicks Nation. Put your ones up, all your Knicks fans. Thank you very much. Watch this. James Dolan has a point. He was told this even before the whole championship parade and the interview and everything took place about the second apron and the luxury tax. Because when you look at OKC had to let go of Aaron Wiggins. Why is that? Because they were paying over $200 million in luxury tax,
You
and
know
that's
who really went
Oklahoma.
over? They don't want to pull a Brooklyn Nets because the Brooklyn Nets threw everything that they had, and they went way over the luxury tax. Same with I don't agree with the NBA.
Yeah,
I'm an outspoken. I don't agree with the salary cap shit. I think it's
you
disgusting.
can you can thank this second apron CBA business to
Well,
every team that
you
was
can
upset.
blame.
Wait. Hold on. Let me say this. You can blame all the owners that was upset at the Golden State Warriors when they were winning their championships in the 2010s, and they said, "Oh, well, why are you signing your homegrown players to those extension deals and we can't get them? We're gonna break this apart." You grumudget, you curmudgeons,
Hey man, were
you
they
messed
talking to
this
the
shit up.
MLB? Were they talking to the MLB about the NL shit and the AL? I saw a big deep dive on how people are
Yeah,
horrified about the two leagues and how they've become so garbage.
yeah. So y'all were upset that the Golden State Warriors were winning their championships and they were keeping their homegrown talent that they drafted. Oh, isn't that what we always wanted? But I guess when Golden State was doing it, and then they brought Kevin Durant in, oh, it tipped it over. So okay, let's have negotiations on the CBA. Let's do second
But
acreage
getting back
and
to my
Brooklyn flag.
LeBron point, can I get back to my LeBron point on this one
Go ahead,
as the tribal
LeBron.
chief of the LA Nation here, of Lakers
Okay,
Nation here?
Lakers Nation.
He needs to go. It's not about it's look, the Lakers need to move on. Or else if they don't, this may just send Luka to another team in the next 3 or 4 years. Luka did
Okay.
not sign a long
Okay.
term. Luka did not sign for a long term deal yet. He
But
wanted to
remember,
fill
yeah,
the waters out.
hmm
And people need to
and he was a
realize,
Lakers.
and people want to people they promised him in a room 2026. They said 2026 to him. This is the year that they're going to put a team around him. It's time for LeBron to go. I'm sorry to any these LeBron curmudgeon fans. Oh, he deserves no. He's been there for 9 years. He's
That's it.
we're not
That,
counting that stupid bubble ring. I'm not counting that as shit to me. As a Lakers
uh-oh.
fan, I don't count that one.
Uh-oh.
I do
Oh,
not count that as a
oh,
Lakers fan to
mm.
me. I'm sorry, just don't. That was literally imagine that was so different. Imagine that was real people.
Oh,
The Lakers would have gotten killed
by the Miami Heat? Real
by the
people?
my.
Miami? I
Imagine
don't know.
Miami. No, I'm not talking about Miami. I'm talking about imagine we didn't have that bubble the way we did.
Okay.
The Lakers got lucky. Let's just keep it real. And I've always said that as a Lakers fan. And I don't care any of you Laker fans want to hold on. Oh, it's a championship. It counts no matter. Okay, great, cool. It's a consolation trophy. Half of the teams that played, go back to that tournament. Go back to it. Remember, half of those teams were either hurt. LeBron James had an easy walk to that championship. I agree with a lot of legends out there that said he had an easy walk to that. He didn't
Well,
have to try hard like that.
so okay. We're gonna tribal chief of Lakers Nation. Then we switch it over to the other team that you not cheer for, the Dodgers. What would you say about their World Series title?
Well, that's different.
Oh, oh,
That's
uh,
way different. That's way
but,
different though.
but that was
I
in a
wasn't
bubble
a fan.
too.
I wasn't a fan
Oh,
either.
oh, oh, you wasn't a
I
fan.
wasn't a
Okay, so
I
you was.
wasn't a I wasn't a in fairness, I was an Angels fan at that time.
Oh, but what did you? But what did
Fairness.
you? I mean, how did you look at that with the Dodgers at the time?
To be fair, I was more of to be honest with you, I really didn't pay attention. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be
Okay,
honest with the audience. I didn't pay attention to baseball really at that time.
because what I was hearing from Dodgers fans, it was, well, we could take the championship and just roll with it. So a championship comes, we take it. Meanwhile, others in the MLB said, well, they got lucky. They got lucky.
Well, who did they go against at that time?
They went up against because I remember they went up against the Braves in the NLCS, that 7 game series. Oof.
Oh, okay, I do remember this series. Okay, the Dodgers did not get lucky. They went against some powerful teams. The Braves were pretty powerful back then too.
Yeah, and then you had
I honestly thought
then
when
they
they
went
went to they went to that 7 game series, and I thought the Braves should have just wiped the floor with them, but the Braves couldn't hold on.
Braves didn't have much strong enough squad. Then
And
the Dodgers moved on to
I became a Dodgers fan the minutes they brought in Shohei Ohtani 2 years ago.
Shohei Ohtani.
I
Yeah,
walked
and
I
then
walked because what happened was true story. This is real talk. And you can call me a fair weather fan. I don't give a shit either way. I'm about pride. I'm about motherfucking pride. I'm a diehard. It would be the same thing, right? You could be a Knicks fan, right?
mhm.
Imagine Dolan coming out and going, well, "We signed Brunson as a circus act. We didn't really put
Oh,
players around him. We waste 9 years of his career." Think hypothetically. Think if they did it that way, would you be
there would be a
pissed?
fucking there would be
Would
a
you be
fucking
pissed?
riot outside. There will be a fucking
Right,
riot outside Madison Square Garden. Don't even try that one. There'll be a
right.
fucking
That's
there'll be a fuck
hypothetically
not even a riot.
saying.
It would be a freaking protest.
Right.
It would be
So
it would be a fucking
just picture
protest
that on a
outside Madison Square
smaller
Garden saying,
scale. Picture that as a smaller scale. Me as an Angels fan. By the way, I'm going to tell you
yeah,
guys, there's big teams and there's small teams. The Angels are a small team. They're not Dodgers
small
levels
things.
here.
No,
So
no.
when I sat back and when I said, when the Artie Moreno came out after he was literally signed with the Dodgers and he said what he said, I said I'm done being an Angels fan. I'm out of protest. I'm done. This is it. I've dealt with all the bullshit. This is the straw that broke the camel's back until the man either passes away.
And to what the front office is saying, and what the front office is saying, and the front office is saying, we can't go back to that second neighbor, or else we're gonna pay that luxury tax. But
Right.
we understand to try to keep the team together. We listen. You could thank the damn CBA from 2000. Remember, they wrote the CBA when 2018. This thing
Right.
came in 2018 when they wanted to break up the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors is getting such a good. They kept the talent that they drafted very much so, and then they got Kevin Durant, so they got all upset. They got all upset at Joe Lacob and Peter Gruber and Joe
By the
Lacob.
way, I wanted to finish my thought on the Lakers real quick. So this is what
Go
I'm going
ahead.
to tell you guys. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. All this is me being real as a diehard Lakers fan. LeBron's got to go. I think Rui's gone. I think they can't afford Rui. And I'm going to say this. I agree with a lot of people. He's one of the best 3-point shooters ever to live. I agree with that. I just don't see him fitting in this Lakers design. I think the Spurs, I think any other team that needs something like that, you can't have a Kennard and you can't have a Rui, unfortunately. One's got to go. I like Rui.
And
I think
and he's
I love Rui
physical,
to pieces. And
and he's physical too. So yes,
I think him and LeBron are going to be gone. I think Austin Reeves they signed to a shit ton of money. They need to him and Austin him and Luca were doing very well for themselves until they got hurt. I honestly think personally they shouldn't have ran what's his name into the ground like they did. They
oh
ran Luca into the ground last year.
oh
I
yeah,
I they played him way too much personally. In Austin, they played way too much. They ran them into the ground, and that falls on JJ Redick. To be honest with you, inexperience a little bit there. But as a real fan of the Lakers, and I'm going to tell you guys this as your tribal chief Laker fan, I'm just going to say this personally. I think LeBron's gone. I'm not mad over it. I'm not pissed over it. I honestly think personally LeBron should go. I thank him for the 9 years. I thank him for the
hmm
bubble championship. Yo, thanks for the raid, homie. I appreciate that.
shout out to you. Shout out to the person with the raid. That's right.
Lavender, thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate LeBron for what he's done, but it's time to move on. You know what I mean? That's just my
Nah,
personal opinion.
it is. It is because right now, as they put it, is Luca's team, and now it's time to listen to him. Even even the legends, including the Hall of Famer himself, five-time NBA champion of the Showtime Lakers, Michael Cooper, was
Yeah,
on a podcast with
Michael Cooper kind of said it for me. What's up, Lavender? Hope you're
Michael
doing well,
Cooper.
buddy.
Shout out to you, Lavender.
Hope you're doing
Hope
well
everything is
tonight.
well with you.
By the way, anybody
Hope,
coming from
hope,
Lavender Stream, I will get to a shout out here in a second. My
yeah, shout
computer
out to
died.
yeah,
So little information. Computer died. Bear with me. Tomorrow we are building a
yes.
new one. It is
Don't
coming.
worry,
We're building it.
we're going through a little technical difficulties, as we would say.
Yeah, I am building a whole new one tomorrow. So I'll roll through the specs for you guys. So the parts that I'm getting from Amazon is we're building a micro ATX system. I'm building a 5700 with 64 gigs of RAM. I'm taking my 5060 out of my gaming PC and putting it in this one because the 5700 is stronger than the processor I have in the gaming PC now. The gaming
Okay.
PC is going to turn into my streaming rig, primarily. And then I got an RTX A2000 that I'll put into that. No big deal there. Everything will be set there. So bear with me. By mid-afternoon tomorrow, there will be a solution. That's why you haven't seen me stream. I was going to go out and buy a console instead and just have one PC stream like I was doing. But I have too many of you guys out there that want a PC game with me, and there's too many PC games, and I bought in some PC games, and so I had to make some choices. And when I kind of hesitated for a day, and so like Amazon is delivering between 4 a.m. my time and between now and like 8 a.m. So that's when I'll have
Okay,
it.
so
I'll be sitting at my dinner table, and
waiting for it to come. Yes.
no, I'll be no. I'll be sitting at my kitchen table with both PCs open, new case and
Okay.
everything, and putting
Okay.
everything together. So yeah, just bear with me. Bear with me for like I would tell you guys until like I got returns to do too at the same time. So like mid afternoon Pacific Standard, you will get me with a new PC and everything. I have to reinstall. I have to take the NVMe drive out of one, put it in another. All this work. You guys know how when you build a PC, you know how this is gonna go. It's gonna take me a
Yep.
minute. It's not gonna be. It's not just gonna happen overnight. But I will do it as fast as I can. Right now, I'm just moving as fast as I can with the PC I have. So it's like you do what you got to do. And the co-host wanted to do a show. I wasn't gonna stream tonight. That was the whole thing. I just wasn't going to stream tonight at all, and just wait for the parts to come and then come back and tell you guys the story. But he really wanted to do the
Yeah,
show, and there was a lot of
yeah, we
things,
just,
and we needed to catch up, and I kind of missed you guys, so I said I'll just
of course.
let my gaming PC put OBS on and do all the stuff that goes alongside of it. And by the way, what happened was my streaming PC that I had, right? I bought it secondhand from like a Habitat Humanity. My money went into charity and all the different stuff. And yeah, I had it for like 5 more years on top of how many years it was in that office. There was the magic smoke. It wasn't the magic stick, okay? What? It was the magic smoke. So so that's what happened. It wasn't the magic fucking stick. It wasn't the 50 Cent song, okay? There wasn't no magic. If there was a magic stick happening, we would be having more fun than fucking dealing with technology going to shit, okay?
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, that's
It'll
what
be more fun,
happened.
y'all.
So there will be some games. The processing power will be better, so Fortnite should run a lot better. A reason I was gonna go with a console, I had it in my mind. I was gonna go with a console. I was gonna pick up the Switch 2. Actually, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna pick up the Switch 2, and then when I started looking at the prices of the Switch 2 with tax and everything here in California, I was like, oh shit. Um, yeah, cough at those
Yeah.
prices. Huh.
Yep.
I went,
Those taxes.
you're funny, Walmart. That's what I
Those,
did. You're funny, Walmart.
those taxes.
Yeah, it was $32 extra on top of what I was. So it was like $4.49 out the door, and then it was like $32 more on top of that. And I was like, whoa, that's so you guys know I have a side hustle gig. So I work on computers and I do the things. I help my community. I work for the senior center out here in the desert. And I have all these extra funds, and I caregive. You guys know this. I caregive for my mom's. So I get a little from the state. So I put this all into a fund every month. So this was like my emergency fund money. Because I was having a panic attack. I was like, holy shit, on a Friday morning. I'm like, I'm in another room because I have a big OLED TV, in the other room, And I I binge watch YouTube that way. And so I sleep on the pull-out couch, and I have a fan cocoon and all that stuff. So you guys see what, when I talk about soccer and whatnot, I'm watching it usually in there with my 4K on TV box. So when that shit happened, when that shit was happening, I got up in the morning. I was like, what's that fucking smell? At first, I thought it was my air purifier. I thought, oh shit, that thing went bad. Oh fuck. And no, it was my PC. I went down and I went like that. I went, oh, that's some burnt fucking plastic. That's some luxury plastic. That's that plastic. That's that fucking plastic smell.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it wasn't the magic smoke. It wasn't that magic stick shit. That was that magic smoke. So
Magic smoke.
I tested everything else out. Nothing was. I think it was just the power supply that went bad. But at the same time, I was kind of grateful. You know, it was either the power supply or motherboard, and I was kind of just grateful because then I can go out and get a new PC setup. Honestly, so that's what I did. In honesty, thanks again for the raid, Lavender. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad to be back. This is just Mickey. Like I said all night, this is gonna be Mickey Mouse and glued together for a minute. That's
Don't
what
worry,
we're
we ain't gonna
doing.
go too long. Don't worry, we
Well,
ain't gonna go
I'm
too
not
long
going
with
to
this.
be too
With it.
long. It's not gonna be too long,
It ain't gonna
actually.
be
In
too
fact,
long. No, no,
so
no.
the rest of the specs go like this. So I got a SFX power supply coming in. I got a mini tower coming in. So it's gonna be cute. And the
Okay,
reason I'm building so the theme behind it was I want to be able to carry it into my other room. So when I'm off
okay,
here, the main setup, I can go and be in my fan cocoon in my cave, and I can literally be
yeah,
playing like the new game that's out that I really want to play is the NBA The Run. That's got that NBA Street vibes from the two creators that
yes,
originally created NBA Street. So I want to play that. And then there's so many other games. And by the way, fuck you, EA. I just saw
yes,
I just saw your
yes.
It's called
You
the
know what?
MVP membership. What the
Yes,
fuck?
yes, 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 yes,
On
yes,
top
yes,
of
yes, yes.
Madden, what are we
And then I think
doing?
and then they're saying they're not making something with and I was looking at one of it that said they're not making any more of what series is that? It's not it's not Madden. It's something baseball.
Drink this in, ladies and gentlemen. Drink this fucking in 2026. Forget all you know about sports games. You ain't buying a physical anymore. You ain't buying a digital. You're buying a membership. And you're getting spoon
Yep,
fed by the new EA $156 a year.
bro.
I went
Yep, bro.
oh
That
my
came
god,
in.
you're already asking for EA plays to if you don't want to buy games a year. That's bad enough. Now you're asking for 100 and I went gaming industries out to lunch. And then let's talk about you see it in the top. Fucking Steam. You were the bastions of fucking PC gaming. What are we doing with a
Ugh.
PC that's underpowered to a PlayStation 5 Pro? What are we doing? $1,140. I lost my fucking mind today. I went,
Oh damn.
Steam, you guys are the bastions. Just take the L. Just do something right for gaming. No. And then
No.
I started throwing up in my mouth when I went, the PlayStation 5 Pro is better than a Steam. I just went, oh God. I just went, oh God. Jesus, just take the motherfucking wheel, the whole nine. It was just like it's like going to the store and getting handed a fucking steak that's terrible bad. I just went, oh God. And then on top of it, I just turned around and I just went, Giannis was fucking traded about time. Miami, you just done yourself dirty. You played yourselves. And I just went, oh God. And then on top
Oh
of it,
yeah.
let's lose my mind some more. Bully Ray and his stupid comments at
Go
10
ahead.
o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time saying how the Death Riders are ruining AEW and how John
Oh,
Moxley and this Skip Bayless math that he was trying to math didn't add to the math over here to the Wong. And then then he started turning around going, fans are the ones that are stupid. And then TNA and then he was like, I was just like, you know what, dude? You know what, dude? You're taking these Kendrick Perkins fucking takes right now. I'll just let you cook like Kendrick
well,
Perkins
Kendrick
does.
Perkins. Listen, Kendrick Perkins just moved on from ESPN to uh athletic general manager at HBCU Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. So
Oh
you will
God,
not
I
be
feel sorry for them. I'm sorry, guys.
what?
I just had to. Tonight, man. I'm sorry tonight. All these companies being stupid. I just and celebrities. What are we doing in 2026? Like, why? Why? You had one Bully Ray. Look, bro, stop taking takes. You are just as bad as Kendrick Perkins. You're in the same vein as Skip Bayless when Skip Bayless would be on one about Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Whoa.
yeah. But so he said that on the radio. What the hell? Hold on, time out. So John Moxley is messing up, and you will fuck him up anytime you see him. But you can't talk about the bloodline like that. Oh no, because you're
No,
under a Legends contract.
this man will talk about WWE like it's the greatest thing, like they're splooshing
Oh,
in his mouth.
oh yeah, because Bully Ray, you're not gonna talk about the fact that they,
Bully Ray, I guarantee, bends over backwards for fucking what's his face in TKO. Come on now.
oh yeah, RMN, both of
I
them,
don't want to hear take his wrestling card away from him. Bully Ray,
both of them,
we gotta take your card away from you. You
both of
can't
them.
talk wrestling no more.
He takes
By
him
the way,
up
the
in
Death
the
Riders are now doing the best face run that they're ever done in a minute.
yes they
And by the
are.
way,
Yes.
I'm gonna start calling you Dementia Bray
Uh-oh.
going forward. I'm gonna tell you why,
Oh
because
shit.
you're the one sitting here at the same vein today. Yesterday, you were sitting and saying the same shit about Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, he was champion right off the rip twice over. He was also CML champion. He was also Ring of Honor champion. He was also a few times there big pushes in AEW. What are you talking about, my guy? What are
Yeah,
you
what
on
are
about,
you
bro?
talk? Yeah, what are you talking about for real? Like, what are you What are you watching? But it seems as though you just joined the Vince Russo, Jonathan Coachman,
Well,
and
actually, okay, in fairness, Vince Russo has actually changed his tone. Let's just be real. He's trying to get a deal on my AEW. Let's just be real.
yeah, because of GCW, but
Yeah, yeah,
Coachman
let's
and
be real. He's a flip flopper.
okay, so Vince Russo, you could go on the sideline for that one because you're
Well, the
basically
thing about
doing the
Bully Ray
publicity.
today, everybody's clowning on him and roasting him. The whole reason why this is our Bubba Ray Dudley, if you want to go that far. The reason he's getting clowned on, his take was so stupid.
It was
It was the
stupid.
worst
It was
take. It
stupid.
was the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
So won't you say that about the Bloodline, Bully Ray? Because guess what? The Bloodline just got buried tonight by Obafemi.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh
Obafemi,
yeah, they did. Oh yeah.
Obafemi, Obafemi took a shot at Jay Uso. So who's next? What? Jimmy Uso?
By the way, let's talk about that. There was a murder in the ring tonight, and
Yes, it was.
Jimmy's career is kind of over at this point.
Jimmy Uso.
Jay Uso. Jay Uso's
Jay
done.
Uso.
He
Yeah.
when he said, "Oh, you better have bullets in the chamber. If you miss, I'm still gonna murder you. I'm still gonna end you." And I went, "Damn, bro." And then he turned around, and Jey Uso did not know what to say. You know, it's that good, and it's literally a murder when
A
literally he can't
massacre.
a massacre when he can't freaking answer back.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's
Bully Ray,
bad.
you can't talk. Yeah, Bully Ray. Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about Oba? I want to hear from you tomorrow. I want to hear from you in a few hours. Well, a few hours Eastern Standard Time now. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say about that? What are you gonna say about Obafemi?
He's gonna
Just
walk it back. What he's gonna do, he's gonna walk it back. I can already tell you how he's gonna play this. He's gonna blame fans. He's gonna say the YWC is the problem in wrestling, and how no, I don't want to hear back in my day shit, bro. You said some
no,
clown
no.
shit. You took a Skip Bayless take. Live with what happens. Die by the sword. Live by the sword, my dude.
So basically, he did a Jonathan Coachman, JD from NY206 type of take.
He took a Skip Bayless. No, no,
Basically,
it was more like a Skip Bayless take. It was more like, oh,
mm,
why would you say such a thing? Oh, I know why, because you're being paid by the other company. Let's just keep it real here.
yeah,
That's why.
because so you won't say anything about the bloodline who just got buried. So guess what? Bloodline story is like it's waddling. Oh, it's
It's the
waddling in the
drizzle
wind.
as somebody tells me all the as I watch shows, it's the drizzling shits.
It's the drizzling shits. Bye bye. Bye
The
bye
whole the
bloodline.
whole the whole bloodline thing is the drizzling shits. Let's keep it for
Bye
real.
bye bloodline. Bye bye bloodline. You just got massacred by Oba Femi. That's it, folks. That's all, folks.
Femi just winded up and took a home run, like literally wind up, throw your best pitch at me, and he threw it and he hit a home run. That's what happened in live
That's what
time.
happened. So
There's no
basically,
Jey Uso just got summed up in a matter of minutes, and he got served, and that's what I went, wow. You know, Femi is literally a homegrown talent. How do you, Jey Uso, you're a homegrown talent? How do you let another homegrown talent just fucking just take a shit all over you?
easy. Let him roll. That's what
And
we
that just
said.
shows me. That just shows me. And I said this on this show with you, on our own
Yes.
show. I've said this many times now. The bloodline cannot adapt. They cannot
No.
adapt. They're
No.
2-dimensional.
See, this is why you had the Paul Heyman factor because they were able to adapt. Now you don't have that.
They should have never ran the bloodline back to begin with. And I've said this before. It ran its course for 4 years, and you're trying to make a
Yeah.
sequel out of nothing, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. And now they're getting buried by Overfemi.
They're getting
Bye.
bent over. They're getting bent over.
Because because bloodline equals TKO.
Bloodline equals the old guard. That's the problem. And Roman
That's what it is.
thinks, and Roman was a company guy. He was originally a Vince McMahon guy. Now I want
True.
this to be clear. I love the Yeet. I love the We the Ones. I love all that. But it is ran its course to a point. It's it's literally ran its course, and that's just me being honest.
Yeah.
And don't give
Yeah.
me the whole adage of oh well no no, it ran its course. It's been ran its course. It's literally ran its course. You can't tell me any different.
No. It has, and it's getting to a point now. And
It's
TKO
predictable. It's
and
predictable.
TK and
My co-host,
TKO
we could say this. It's predictable. We know
and TK
if we could sit.
and
Okay, hold on. If we could sit for
uh,
me and you both, right? It
yes,
becomes predictable when we can actually call out the storylines.
true.
When you could see it from a mile away, a turd, and we're literally go, oh yeah, that's a turd. I didn't mean to interrupt you, my bad, but we both know, like me and you are like when I was watching that promo, I already knew what Jey Uso was gonna do. And if you know what your wrestler is gonna do, that's bad booking. That's just
That's
horrible.
true.
That's just horrible. That's horrible writing.
Yeah,
Somebody should be fired. And you know what's funny to me? They went to this AI shit and they have a whole team of people they're still paying. Honestly, fire all of them. Go back to what made WWE great. Put like 12 people in a room with Triple H and figure it out. Why is Jey Uso so one-dimensional?
that's not
And
gonna
it's now coming
happen.
out bad. He's looking
It's
stupid.
not gonna happen. It's
Oh, I
not
know
gonna
it's not.
happen.
I know it's not.
As long as as long as we know TKO's in it, bye. Say bye. Say goodbye to all of that stuff that you had over the years in WWE because it's no longer there. And they're gonna continue to gut the shit out of it, just like they're doing with TNA. And TKO, what are we doing putting our champions? Yes, champions, not one, but two
I'm gonna let my
champions.
co-host cook for a little bit on this because he's been on one about this since even before the show.
Okay, let me let me talk to TKO for a minute. Mark Shapiro and Ari Emanuel, because I know that you put this into your motion and let this happen. Not Triple H, you guys. What the fuck are we doing putting our champions, not one, but two of our champions, our women's world champion and our women's champion in the Queen of the Ring tournament when they are supposed to be out of this and let the challengers compete for the Queen of the Ring so that can win that tournament and move on to SummerSlam to face one of the champions.
Well,
Isn't that what we supposed?
let me be the
Isn't that what
words
we're supposed
let me be the words of wisdom for a second with you with that one. So let me interrupt you for a sec. They're copying. Let me put it this way. They're trying to copy AEW and failing miserably. Go ahead, continue.
Sorry. No, nope, nope. I will not have. Mm-mm. They can't copy AEW because AEW never put their champions. Sorry. Well, if you say Ring of Honor Women's Champion in Athena, or it could have been a Willow Nightingale as a TBS champion.
Remember,
Yeah, okay.
I disagreed with you. It's not going to be Miles. It's not going to be Mile World walking off with that. By the way, I can already tell you the way they're going. TK's well known and documented for this. He's gonna put it on. He's gonna re-put the whole belt on her. Watch, mark my words.
And you better make Tekla a baby face.
I think that's what they're
If
gonna
it's
go for. But I,
you better
I get it. I understand why they're doing it. But at the same time, I'm like, you could build a talent here. Maya's World, have her go all the way against Tekla, beat Tekla, and become the biggest baby face you ever seen.
you said to me that it was gonna be Athena Mercedes Monet. I said, look at Ring, and then you said Ring of Honor, and I said, ah, ah, there's a twist here. There's a twist here. Well,
Well,
now guess what?
to me,
Guess guess
I'll
what?
take my L there. I was wrong, but I will say I did say to you as well in the flip of that.
Yes.
I did say when I first was predicting it was going to be Monet all the way,
Well,
and
Monet's in
I'm
the
partially
final,
right.
but but here's the thing: you can't put Monet now over Maya World. You got to build. You got to rebuild that. You got to rebuild that character of Monet now.
Okay,
She
so let
just
me
came
give you
back.
let me
You
fight that
can't.
argument with you on
You
that one.
cannot
So
see. This is hold on.
TKO TK don't believe in that. He'll just gonna do what he did like he did John Moxley. It's out
Well,
of the John
Moxley, it
Moxley
worked.
playbook.
Moxley worked, and now is becoming a babyface because Moxley can adapt. The thing is with Monet, she has to now adapt to this rebuild. You lost all these belts. Now you got to rebuild yourself into that perennial wrestler that everybody has, come
Right.
to know from you. And you cannot and you can't have her going for a women's world title right away.
I
No,
agree
no, no,
with
no, no,
you.
no.
I agree with you, but
No, no. See,
she's a TK favorite, and here's the problem with
I
that is
hmm
here's your problem. TK favorites
go
usually
ahead.
go over 90% of the 95% of the time. So
I'm
I
gonna say
see
this to you.
Monet. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this to you. Here comes the earthquake at Forbidden Door now. Here comes the earthquake. Just watch. Just watch. You say Monet? Mm-mm. Here comes the earthquake. It's gonna happen again. She is on a moment. This you gotta understand. Okay, understand it. Like in sports, when somebody, and especially this, when somebody of of real importance in your life passes away, and you take that into wherever you are, into the ring, the hardwood, the diamond, the ice, whatever, or whatever you're doing, man, it could overcome anything.
Well, I'm just
Watch the
gonna tell.
earthquake.
I'm gonna tell you. I've watched too much Vince McMahon in my life, and TKO. Or
See,
sorry, TK. TK's in that like tree
because
like that. TK likes to play
I
like
know
that. So I really see
TK
Monet
likes to.
going over more than a Miles World because TK it's her favorite. And as I was telling you in a text message too, Monet is up
Yes.
for contract coming up soon. So you got
Why?
to have her resign. So you got to get
Oh
her to
no!
resign.
Oh no! Then why we put? That's the thing. Monet's up for a contract.
TK's been well known for this because he put the belt on when that whole thing went down with MJF. Okay, so let's go back there.
Yes,
MJF
we
was
can under.
saying he called him a stupid mark and did that whole and it was an actual shoot on TK. Next minute
Yes.
TK's literally giving him five figures.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen. Listen. MJF at a point was shooting it, and he was one of those. He's one of those. That okay. He's
So
one of those.
again, I do see TK doing what he needs to. I see
He's
TK
one of
giving the
those.
belt.
And then when you're telling me that her contract is up in what, March?
I think so.
When?
I think
Because
so. March, somewhere around there.
she came in when? 2024, right?
She came in 2022, 2023,
No,
2023.
23. So her contract should, because she signed a 3-year deal, which means her contract is up, should be up this year. Mm, mm.
See, and then I
But
was
guess
trying to
what?
tell you, I think it's unfair. I did say this to you. I think it's unfair, and I'll say it now. It's unfair, but I
Mhm.
understand at the same time it's politics in wrestling. I get this. Vince was
Ooh,
well
I don't
known for
know.
this. Vince was
Yes,
well known and documented for this, and TK's kind of been this. He was this way with Adam Page. He was this way with Punk. He's been this way with MJF. Like
I
to
think he's
me, I
trying to
felt,
lose.
in my opinion, is I felt Darby Allin should have hold the belt longer, but that was just
But
me.
the problem is you can't have, like what I kept saying. And what did I say? You can't have Darby Allen hold the title into All In. That's a babyface. And knowing that you're gonna have a babyface coming out of the men's side of the Owen, and we know the babyface is Will Ospreay. You can't have that. You gotta have a heel. That's why it works. This one, I'm gonna say this. The Shaka's coming. The Shaka is coming. The earthquake. Listen, you felt as though you had an earthquake in California. You're gonna have one come Sunday night, and it's gonna be Maya World because
I
there's just
understand. I understand where you're coming
there's an
from. I
emotion.
totally get it.
No, listen. You can't stop an emotional ride with this. This woman right now is on a. She's operating. You can see it. You can see her demeanor. Have you seen
You're
her
looking
demeanor?
okay. So you're looking at it as a fan's perspective. I understand you.
It's
I
not.
get you.
No, no, no. I'm not saying it as a fan perspective. I'm saying this as a. I'm analyzing this. I'm looking at someone's demeanor. It's very different. Her demeanor is very different ever since her brother passed away. Anybody knows that's listening to this live stream, they know when somebody
Well,
like
yeah,
that passes away,
I'm a big My Worlds fan. I understand where you're coming from, and I
it's
see your perspective.
yeah, and it's
But
life. It's
I don't see it in that aspect of Tony Khan's gonna care because he's going where the
mm,
money's at.
I'm sorry,
Unfor-
Tony Khan. If you really want, okay, money is what building talent, right?
In
But I
okay,
get
so
it that you
me as a wrestling fan, so I'll take my business hat off and I'll put my fan hat. I think Maya World should win it all. I think she should go and win the whole entire freaking thing and
totally understand
go into All In and win the whole thing
all in.
and win the
But
belt.
if she lose, but you know what? Then again, you want Tekla to hold that for a while too. Because
Yes,
from the,
but yes,
you
but
want Tekla to hold that
TK's
for a
been
while.
well documented, and I this is the one thing about TK I don't like.
Hmm.
He's so about okay, contracts up, let's please. Because for instance,
Okay,
the reason why Tekla got the belt she did, it was to please her to get her to sign with the company. She said it on
and then
podcast.
she got the belt, and then after that she signed.
Yeah, she signed like a 5-year deal.
Okay, so I could see Monet winning this and signing a 5-year deal, which opens the door for Bailey to come in now.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I honestly see it the other way around too. I wear two different hats. I have to be real
Yes,
as the business person, and at the same time as a fan, I would like to see Maya World win.
yeah. As
And
a
the
fan
reason
point
why
of view,
Maya World
yes,
went over against Athena the way she did, the fun
yes,
fact on that, because they had a series in Ring of Honor, so he
I
plays
saw that.
storylines. That's how he was playing it, and I kind of told you like, look, they're playing the story from Ring of Honor. They had to have her go over.
Of course, I remember that.
And
I
Athena's
remember
also,
watching
and
those
another thing
matches.
about Athena that's really angering me, I'm
She's
getting tired.
mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of her going, I want to be a lifer in Ring of Honor. Bro, do you want better?
Do you want
Do
better?
you want to be on the top of the mountain of AEW, or do you just want to sit there
Come
in Ring of
on.
Honor and just be what could have been?
Listen, right now, that storyline between her and Billy Starks should come to an end at some point, and Billy Starks goes over and captures that Ring of Honor women's championship, and she moves up to the ring, and Athena now moves up to the main
Okay,
AEW
so
TV.
what I'm gonna tell you this: if Athena takes too long, it'll be a little too late before they move her over. Because guess who's in the free agent pool that I think is gonna be at AEW? Bailey.
Bailey, Bailey, like
Bailey,
what I said,
you got a whole
like
bunch
this,
of you got a whole bunch of talent that's about to get away from that 90-day compete clause or 60 days, 90 days, and become
90 days.
active. So there's a lot of good
Yep,
talent there. And to me, if Athena don't if Athena keeps sitting back, my farts are
and then that
lethal. I got you,
and,
buddy.
and and then 90 days, and those that got released April, what was it, 22nd? No, not 22nd. It was the 23rd. April
How you doing tonight,
23rd.
Chris?
Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, but I was saying with those wrestlers from WWE that got released April 20, what was it, the 23rd or 24th, right?
Right.
Was it? It was no, it was just before SmackDown that they got released. So the 24th. So because okay, wait a minute, because WrestleMania was what, the 18th and 19th, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so it was the 24th, on the Friday that it got released. So yeah, their 90 days will be up in a few weeks, July 24th or 25th. So
Well,
now,
going back to your other subject, I honestly, when it comes to WWE at this point, I mean, they're all over the place, man.
yeah,
Women's division is all up. They just turned Valkyria heel. Well, they kind of needed to, because if Rhea Ripley's hurt and now Liv Morgan's hurt, they're gonna have to do something in the interim,
they
for
had
a while.
to. But this is and this is the problem now with this is not even a WWE thing. This is a TKO problem. Oh, so all of a sudden we put our champions in Queen of the Ring and let them win it, and then all of us, and then what? You're gonna clog up the now you're gonna clog them up as Queen of the Ring, and they don't get to face anybody at SummerSlam. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Right.
Nah, but see that's TKO, not WWE. So
Right.
whatever. And yeah, and they want to be like AEW. You messed
Yeah,
up.
man. On a funny note, Chris, you said my farts are lethal. I mean, I took a fart
Uh,
like a couple hours ago, and it was pretty bad. Like, I'll say that it was pretty deadly. It was pretty bad. Thank God. Thank God. I was like, where the fan is, and it blew out blew that way, and I was just like, damn, all right.
mhm.
Man, when I fart, sometimes they're lethal, man. I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's what's going on with that. But let's get to the whole.
Well,
But let's
okay.
get to this whole.
In fairness, Bailey's on her way out. She's putting over talent. What it looks like, and it looks
Yes,
like Bailey
that's
just
what
keeps
she's
taking
doing.
L's. Yeah.
That's listen, and that's what she needs to do. And right now, that's what needs to happen. That's all. It's okay. It's okay. She knows it. She knows it.
By the
Okay,
way,
you win it. You
if you seen the Bully Ray picture up there, it's for a reason. Bully Ray says in choice comments, we've been talking about it. Some of the stuff we dissected. It was so stupid.
yeah.
Honestly, he should not be talking about the Death Riders. Period. Point blank. The Death Riders have
No.
had a great storyline the last 3 months so far in AEW. I've been praising John Moxley for some of the stuff he's doing. Gabe Kidd, let's just be real here. Gabe Kidd right now is an upcomer in the Death Riders. That guy put a belt on
Yeah.
him, because the promos that he's cutting in New Japan are unreal, out
And
of
then
this
what?
world.
And he just attacked what's his name, Shota Umino,
Yes, he did.
and now
And he's
Shota
not.
Umino's
And
gonna
you
put.
know what he's doing? He's taking a page from Tekla's book. Thekla, literally taking a
Mhm.
page from her book, and he's just like, I don't care about the owner. I don't care if my family is part of the ownership here. I don't give a fuck. I want to win a championship, and I'll run through people to get there. I don't care what I have to do. If I have to beat the president up, or I have to beat this person up, I'm gonna do it. And in
Yeah, well
AEW,
now,
be prepared. Be prepared for awakening happening. I'm like, this is what AEW and New Japan need. going forward.
Yeah,
And
and
then he
then
had
now
the
it's just
gall to say, "I'm not about this boring shit called WWE." He said that.
Gabe Kidd said that.
Yeah, Gabe Kidd went on. He went on one. He ranted about in a promo after the fact where
Oh
they
yeah,
do the
in the
whole
past,
the whole thing. Yeah, he was talking
the
about
whole
how
show.
he's. He was talking about how
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to do this, that, and the third, and he's the upcomer in the Death Riders.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. Listen, good for Gabe Kidd, and good for Gabe Kidd shooting on WWE. Right now, WWE needs to be shot on, and I see that WWE that um a wrestler now from Stardom is supposed to be headed to either AAA or WWE. Her name is Zena.
Zen is pretty good. Thank you for that, Jonathan. By the way,
Yeah,
um, if anybody is anybody, I know he's from New York. Has anybody listened to Necro before?
Necro.
Little Bill, Necro, Army of the Pharaohs,
I probably heard
ATP.
of it.
They're pretty much what I call them, the New Age Wu Tang Underground. Underground. They've been around since '94. Um,
Okay.
pretty
Oh, okay.
much, pretty much. Uma Femi took a Necro kind of shots at fucking Jey Uso, and I will say this: Jey Uso looked like a bitch, and I'm just gonna say it here on this show. I don't know, like they said, Jey Uso's the chosen one. He's got pretty much he can't do anything wrong. While on a Monday Night Raw, he got exposed.
Hmm.
He got
Yeah.
exposed. And I don't want to hear, and I honestly don't want to hear. I personally don't want to hear from any person or anything that tells me different. He got exposed. He
Mm.
got made look stupid. when
He did.
literally Uma turned around, right? When Uma turned around and went, yo, thanks for the raid, homie. I appreciate that.
Shout out to y'all on the raid.
When Uma said, you could take those shots, but at the same time, you can literally miss, and I will still massacre you. That's pretty bad. By the way, if you didn't watch
Yeah.
WWE, guys, I only watched a little bit of it. I catch on the highlights and some things like that. I watch mostly AEW
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah. Same here. Same
Oh,
here.
and
I
by
will
the
watch a
way,
little bit.
there's news reports coming out that there's huge red flags in the Laker camp right now. Currently, if you guys are Laker fans, I am the tribal chief. I am the one. You put the ones in the air because I am your tribal chief of Laker Nation. So, hello world. LeBron James, red flags. Reports are coming out that red flags all on LeBron, saying that the Lakers and him are far apart on money. Far apart on money. They want LeBron to take the city discount, and then it's not going to happen. I can already tell you what's happening. It's not going to happen. How was your stream, buddy? I hope your stream was good, Jonathan. I hope your J-Lo, hope everything was good. But anyway, what do you think of what do you think? Do you think LeBron's out, co-host? Do you think he's done?
Uh, we'll. It's a we'll see, but on a business factor, business on a business factor of things,
Hell yeah,
he
buddy.
should be out. His ass should be
Well,
out.
let's dive deep into that Giannis, man. I think Milwaukee got a great rebuild situation out of it.
Yes, and they needed that, and they
Hope you're as
needed
well.
it.
Hell yeah, I am. Oh, real quick, let me stop you there. So, guys, my streaming PC died. So let's keep this the 100 here. Streaming PC died. Coming in a raid. I'm working on building a new PC. So tomorrow morning, I have parts from Amazon coming in, and I have some leftover parts from the streaming PC, like 64 gigs of RAM, DDR4. So we're reconstructing. It's gonna be a better gaming PC. So it'll be a new gaming PC technically. So I'm gonna take my 5060 out of this one and do some splicing and dicing. So you guys will have a game stream of some sort tomorrow at some point. Tonight, I just wanted to get something up for you guys, and my co-host wanted to do a show. So I was like, there was so much news happening and so much stupid stuff, so much stuff to talk about because you follow it, you see it. So
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah. So basically, I would say for the Bucks, yeah, they did get a good deal.
They got the steal of the century out of it, really, and they got draft
They
picks too
did,
behind it.
yes.
I
Draft
feel
picks for the
sorry.
Knicks.
I don't feel sorry for Miami out of all this though.
No, well, listen. At some point, you had to move him, but everybody's been saying Miami, Miami. People say, oh, he could move to the Knicks.
Well,
But
originally Boston had a deal in place a week ago and it fell apart.
it fell apart, and then because of and then Stephen A. Oh, okay,
I'll say this: the Clippers weren't
okay.
willing to. What? I want to say this about the Clippers. Clippers, you're about to lose Kawhi Leonard here soon. I'm just mark my words. You guys didn't want to pick up Jaylen Brown. You need somebody. You need an all. You need a star. Jaylen Brown would be that because you're gonna probably lose Kawhi Leonard out of this whole stupid mess up that you guys did with this whole uh, uh that whole charity thing and the embezzling of money. And
And
go ahead.
hmm
So that
and I
team's gonna
know
be
you
screwed
know,
for the next 10 years.
and then Stephen A. Smith went on a tangent yesterday morning on First Take about the whole Jalen Brown situation. They were talking about Giannis. Then they went into Jalen Brown, and this man went so deep and personal about the whole shit.
He
We're
went
like,
scorch earth as much as Bully Ray went scorch earth about the Death
we're
Riders.
like, what the fuck are we talking here? I mean, I guess
And by the way, you know why Stephen A. Smith is taking all these takes, right? You know why he's starting to do the whole Pat McAfee takes. You know that, right?
because
Pat McAfee's getting a huge deal with ESPN.
I
That's
told
why.
and it's gonna be way more than what he gets.
And I'm
Because
gonna take this take, and my co-host could disagree with me here. I like Pat McAfee more
uh,
than I do with Stephen A. Smith.
I agree
I think Pat McAfee's got more charisma than meets. He brings something that I just go wow.
because Pat McAfee has been through the trenches in sports. He was a damn punter
So we
playing
got
with
one from hold on, we got one from Jonathan. Jonathan says here, um, I think Miami is the same team as the Bucks from last season, so I don't get why he wanted to go to Miami. Well, he wanted to go to Miami because I'll let you answer that one.
basically with Giannis. It was supposed to be him coming to the Knicks, but what happened was the Knicks gelled together as this team, and they got better, and they went on this ride towards a championship. So that was out of the question. Now you had Boston that they could have did the trade with to get Jalen Brown out of Boston to Milwaukee, but it had to be a three-team deal. Uh, it was there, but it fell apart because
Right.
it was a lot of chatter going on. So now it was left now down to Miami, and a lot of and some folks down there said, "Oh, yeah, Giannis could come to Miami. Giannis could be in Miami." Blah, blah, blah. And we say, "Hold on." So Pat Riley and Alonzo Mourning, Pat Riley, Alonzo Mourning, and Mickey and Nikki
Well, what
Harrison.
I'm getting from you,
Harrison,
co-host, is basically in short term is the New York Knicks won the finals, and there was no space for Giannis. Period.
bingo. And I don't want to hear. And I'm gonna get to those radio talk show hosts that was talking about it here in New York City, but I'm gonna get
And
to
by
that.
the way,
But let's
I didn't want Giannis. Honestly, Giannis doesn't fit your chemistry on that team to begin with. Where Giannis
that's
would probably fit perfectly is Miami because he's got he could pick players around him.
so now
You know
it
what I
came
mean?
down to Miami, and Pat Riley had to realize, okay, I can't be
Well,
a playing
what
team.
they did was, my friend, what they did was co-host. What they did, smooth on the. I'll say this, co-host.
Uh,
What they did was they said, "Well, here, Giannis, we'll trade our farm, we'll trade the house, we'll put all the cards on you. Now, just to please you, you could pick the team. You could pick whatever you like." That's what he's doing. That's what they're doing. That's why they went after him. And to
Yeah,
me, I don't think Giannis is. I don't think Giannis is worth all that. But that's just me.
yeah. Well,
Because
you get
Giannis
because
got
remember,
sat down. Let's keep this for real. He got sat down last season. He wasn't playing. He was doing stinker ball. And literally,
yeah,
he got sat on the bench. Let's
he
see.
did.
Jonathan says they are like a fifth seed, maybe a fourth. True. Pat Riley brings culture, so he knows what's up. I'll say this.
Okay,
I don't think Giannis. You get two tails of Giannis. You get Giannis that wants to win, or you get Giannis that checks the fuck out. Personal opinion.
well, you're not. It's like you want to get a Jimmy Butler then. Jimmy Butler that
That's what they're
checks in and then
getting.
needs to come.
That's what they're getting with Giannis right now. Because I think Giannis. I think look, they're on the clock right now. They got 1 year right before Giannis becomes an restricted free agent, right?
Unrestricted free agents, so now they got to really test the markets with what they have. Yes,
They're
because
gonna have to
okay,
do something to put a team around him, and I just don't think they're gonna have that kind of capital to do so.
it's like I was because I was listening to a show called Speakeasy with Emmanuel Acho, Shady McCoy, and Care Bear. So Care Bear was talking about with
Okay,
them.
I'm gonna take a take real quick on this one. Norman Powell, I think, is gonna become a Laker. I'm calling that now.
Mm, mm,
Because hear me
okay,
out on this one. The Lakers need depth, and I've been hearing that they may pick up him, pick up Kennard, and supposedly, and it kind of made sense. Your guy Mitchell Robinson, because that'll also help Luke. Because Luka wants a center so bad. He wants. I don't get this logic with Luka. Luka wants this lob threat. So it's Luka's team, and Luka was talking about Norman Powell. He's been talking about Mark Williams the third, something like that,
Robert
and
Williams III.
yeah. And LeBron's idea of the Lakers bringing in Kevin Love makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
I don't understand that. Like, you're gonna bring your guy in. Honestly, if it was me and I'm Luka running the Kings to the castle, you would tell ownership, get rid of LeBron, give me AR, bring me in maybe Kyrie Irving. Because right now Luka's been talking so much about Kyrie Irving. And to me, what Kyrie Irving are you getting? That's the question. Because Kyrie Irving's been hurt all these years. What
True.
version
Yeah.
of him are you gonna get?
So listen, for those fans that's excited about Giannis in Miami, hey, kudos to you, Heat Nation. But guess what? Be prepared to do some banging with the New York Knicks when we meet up with you all in the regular season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
Oh, wait, wait,
as
the
your tribal
NBA
chief
champ.
of the Lakers Nation, as your tribal chief, as your Lakers Nation, ladies and gentlemen, put your ones up for the one. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Here's your here's your Lakers lineup prediction lineup. Here it is. So I really do think the Lakers are gonna get rid of Hachimura. I think that's just literally what's gonna happen there. I think the Lakers do sign AR personally. They have to. Um, Austin Reeves, I think they let LeBron walk. That's literally opening up cap room to go pick up a Mitchell Robinson, possibly a Norman Powell, pick up Kennard.
and then
Marcus
and
Smart, you're going to need back because Marcus Smart did play very well in the playoffs. He did show up.
so okay, so you get those pieces, you would be at best a fourth seed
I agree with
in the
that.
West.
Oh, I
You're
agree with
best a
that.
fourth seed
I don't
because
think
you're
I think the Lakers will move. I think if you're a Lakers fan, we'll be happy to take second round this time around, maybe a conference final. I don't think we're ready. I don't
no.
think we're gonna go. I don't
Okay,
think we're gonna go up that hill yet.
okay. Because you still got OKC. Now the Spurs emerged. Spurs was a year early. Now they get their feet wet into what they have to do. And don't forget about the Denver Nuggets.
So Jonathan says,
Denver,
J Lo says, so the Lakers will have the most cap space. Well, they got to get rid of LeBron. So the problem is
they got
right
okay.
now, if you keep LeBron, then AR's got to walk. You
AR's
can't
gonna walk. You
pay.
can't have
You
that.
can't. You can't have that. LeBron's got to go. LeBron is talking like he wants a 3-year deal. He's now talking 3-year deal. He's lost the plot. To me, he's just lost the plot. His people are now saying he wants to play 3 more years. I'm like, not in LA then.
You're not Tom Brady. Stop it. At least
If
Tom
you
Brady
want to
has
win
some time.
if us Lakers fans want to win a trophy now, we better be pulling the trigger now, because
But
if we
he wants
don't,
to
Luka walks in 3
he
years
wants
from
to
now.
pull off a he wants to pull off a Tom Brady.
Yeah,
We
he does.
but Tom Brady at
Go do that
42
in
was
gold.
still
Please go do that in Golden State. Go run up their cap room.
okay. But
Go up the
hold on,
state.
hold on. Okay, but he want to be like a Tom Brady. At least Tom Brady was slinging that football uh, at 42 when he signed with Tampa Bay up until 45, and he was still slinging it. It's just that, hey, guess what? I'm not gonna hold up the league. I can still sling this football, but hey, when it's time, and just move on. That's it.
Hey, look,
So
Tom Brady went from the regular football to flag football.
there you
Let's keep
go.
it for real. He went and he made a dent. He's doing the whole Olympic football league and
Hey,
everything. So good for him.
whatever. Listen, whatever works out for him works out. Now for the Lakers, you're not gonna be up there too much with it because, like I said, you got OKC, San Antonio.
Well, OKC just
Yeah,
lost some players. They're not re-signing certain players. They're letting them go.
yeah, I get it, but they'll still be up there. So you're gonna look at San Antonio as the number one. Okay, so San Antonio, OKC. Then you have Minnesota
I
just
don't
retooled.
well, I got to see what Wimby does, because Wimby
Yeah, me too.
basically got exposed by Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett said he doesn't have the killer mentality like I do, like I did in the
But
league.
before Kevin Garnett, he got exposed by Jalen Big Body Brunson.
Because Kevin Garnett literally said about Wimby, and I was like, wow, I was blown away what he had to say. He said, like, look, Wimby should be driving and becoming an animal and collecting boards and being an animal. He should not be falling back for a 3-pointer. A 7'3" center should not literally being, oh, what do I do with the ball? Pass it over here. He said it's just not going to work. He's going to be He's going to
Well,
be one-dimensional.
there you go. So okay, he got to work on that. So
And then Kevin
San
Garnett
Antonio.
went on to say this: "Come to my training school. I will train you for free. I will teach you how to be a killer and to win
But see,
trophies. You want
but
to
the
win
thing is,
trophies." And then he also stated, "Cut this new generation shit." That's what he said.
but the thing is,
Sh-
he's
Go ahead.
now listen. He's training with Akeem Olajuwon right now. He's
Yeah,
training
how's
with
that
Akeem
work? How's that
Olajuwon.
work? Keem Olajuwon needs to sit him on the sidelines and go, "You need to be a killer," because he ain't a killer. You
Because
want to
he's
win
working with,
trophies?
well, Hakeem
Somebody needs to
Olajuwon's
sit
got,
him down. Somebody needs to sit him down, because he doesn't want to. He wants to win trophies now. To win trophies now, Wimby has to find something within himself.
of course, he's got to build that. He's got to have that character. He's got to build that. But
Exactly.
hey, listen, San Antonio will still be there. OKC. Then you got Min- Minnesota just going through a retooling about trading Julius Randle
And
to Brooklyn
by the
Nets.
way, to all these naysayers that are talking about fucking what's his face on
Well,
Argentina, what are we
Messi,
doing?
Messi.
Yeah, yeah, like, talking all this shit
Yeah,
on Messi.
I
Oh, he's
saw.
too old. He's hard. He's hampering the
But,
league. I'm like, the dude is doing what he does.
I,
My dude is doing what he needs to do.
we don't listen. I'm Team Argentina. You guys right here, throw your ones up. Throw your ones up.
I'm a team Messi fan. So there you go.
I'm Team Argentina. Well, along with Messi. Throw your ones up. Listen, we don't care. We're here to defend we're here to do our title defense. We move on to the
And
round
here's
of
another thing.
32, and that's it.
I don't want to hear from all these Gamudget fans, all these Gamudgets out there saying, "Oh, the United States is gonna be in." No, we're gonna get eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Just face the reality. This is how this goes.
Listen,
We're gonna
Listen,
get
we
pretty
don't
far. It's gonna be pretty good.
probably
We're gonna
around the
learn some
16.
experience.
Probably I get to the round of 16. Who knows? Round of 16, then you lose.
It's gonna be
But
Argentina. It's gonna be Argentina, Brazil, Germany, France.
and go
It's gonna be the ones you guys know.
Spain,
And I'm
Spain.
not being a
So
hater to my own country. I'm just being reality.
not up there, not up there, not yet, not yet, not yet. And listen, I saw that whole thing with old Messi and all. Whatever. Listen, we win, we move on. Now we move on to the round of 32, and we're ready to just play the next game, next match, and finish on top of the group
So
and
I
pool
think
play
J Lo.
and
I think
move
I
on.
answered that earlier. So the Lakers will have the most salary cap. Yeah, they won't have the most salary cap, but they'll have more cap space to bring in like a Mitchell Robinson, to sign Gennard. You need these people because they need a depth. What we learned about the Knicks and how they played well was they had depth. They had length and depth.
And that we worked it is not just having depth, it's the way you work the depth into
Yep.
the game.
Right.
It's not just by having it. You have to find ways to work it in. This is why they interviewed all these coaches and they said specifically we got the starting five. But can you work the depth? Can you work this bench in so that we can get a relief so that the starters can get a relief during the game? And Mike Brown said, absolutely, this is what I can do. He listed his points and they said, great, you're in.
Well, here's the
And you
thing.
saw
Mike
it.
Brown made everybody sign a contract basically before the season started that you cut all the bullshit at the door.
Oh, of course.
If you want to win, you got to cut the bullshit out the door. There is no entities or anything. He did say that they all signed a
Listen,
contract.
listen, listen. Mike Brown comes from a military background, so let's keep it a buck about that. He's gonna make sure he smiles. Don't let the smile fool you, because when it's time to really time to really put the head down to do the work, that's Mike Brown. He comes
So
from a
I'm
military
so
background, so that's fine.
shout out to the Oklahoma Sooners for winning the College World Baseball class the World Baseball and becoming national
Oh,
champions.
okay. Oh, they did it. So good. Hey, congratulations to
Congratulations
Oklahoma.
to them. I sports world. Um
Listen, at
Now
least they got
I
one.
know a lot of you are gonna still want me to talk about the Lakers and put the ones up. Look, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna keep it real. I think the Lakers are seeing the writing on the wall with LeBron. And look, I know his son's there and all the different theatrics that went alongside that. But his son, basically, Luca has said he's the future of our team, and he did show up last year, and he did play kind of decently well. And I was very blown
Hmm.
away by some of the things that he was doing. I think
Okay.
year two of the Bronny experience, now having him, I think he'll fit well in the Luka Doncic system that he wants to
Okay.
do.
And I have not heard y'all even said Dalton Connect. What are we doing? You got a first round draft pick that's there. Is he in or is he not for the Lakers?
I think personally, and I'll say this about Dalton Connect. So here's me being real with you, right? So Dalton Connect, to me, never really got a chance to shine. When he did shine, he's a 3 point assassin in a way.
He,
But then he
he,
also has the problem of where he could be, he's like a Rui Hachimura in a way, right?
you gotta let
Where,
him ride. You gotta let him ride. He's a young guy. See, this is the thing with the league.
well, the
See,
problem is with the
I get
Lakers
it.
is the problem is with the Lakers was they went out and they traded for Luca and Connect was there and
That's
Connect kind of got a raw deal because he was being traded for whatever Mark Williams that didn't pan out. I felt bad. I'm like, this kid's
I
gonna
feel as
resent our whole
though
team.
y'all should trade him to a team and let him go. Let him go. Let go of
I'm with you
Dalton
on that.
Connect.
I'm with you.
Trade
Or
trade him.
keep
Mm-mm.
him or keep
No.
him and put him in a Rui Hachimura role.
Are you kidding? Why do we do? He's a first round draft pick. Watch you. He's, Okay, this is the Lakers. This is the Lakers problem. It's a Laker problem now. I would say trade him to a team that he can have of his that he can have his own and let him go. He's not just a 3 point shooter. This man could drive the he could drive the hoop to the hoop. I've
Or
seen
you
him
put
play
him,
in
or you what you do is you put him behind Austin Reeves.
I've seen him play in I've seen him
Imagine
play in
him,
stretch with the
imagine him and
Lakers.
Marcus Smart off the bench, both of them doing well,
Why
succeeding.
is he coming off the bench? Why is he coming off the bench?
I have no clue. Ask JJ Redick that question.
See, that's the problem when you traded for Luca. You did not trust in him. You didn't trust him. You didn't
Well,
trust him.
okay. In fairness, Luca was there.
You didn't
Luca's the
trust him.
better. Luca is literally a once in a generation talent.
We get it. But what
I'm a
but
big,
see,
I'm a big Luka Doncic fan, so I should shut the hell up. My fandom will come out.
we get it. But now I feel as though it's time to just let go with Dalton Connect. Let him go to
It
a
would be the
team.
same. It would be the same way how I feel about Jalen Brunson, right? If you had a first round draft pick right behind him, I would say the same thing.
Yeah. But see, and I would say the same thing too if I was a Knicks fan. What the hell are we doing having the first round draft pick up behind Big Body Brunson? Let that man go. Let that man go to a team that he
Yeah,
can
but I
have of
think the
his
Laker
own.
like, what would you get for him?
They'll work out something. They'll work out something. You don't
Because
listen.
Rui, to me, Rui's a foregone conclusion. That guy should just
Yeah,
go at this point.
and you can't put Dalton Connect in that hole because he's gonna have to play defense too. He's gonna have to bulk. He's gonna have to put some weight on him to play that. Let him go to a team of his own, and you all can continue building around Luca.
Here, I got to go on one for a second, and I just saw this as a short. Fran, here we go
Uh
again,
oh.
buddy.
Oh
On
shit.
this show,
No.
you're putting shorts up about Jey Uso again. You know, you tell me I'm like the number one WWE fanboy in the world and put the fries in the bag, but you sure make so much content about WWE and your hatred. Are you not? Are you sure you're not a WWE fangirl? You sure? You sure? We gotta check your pulse. I'm just saying. I'm just making sure here, ladies and gentlemen, making sure. Not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on now. Come on.
Fran,
I had
Fran,
I
let's
had
go.
I had to, okay? I had to. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Listen, hey Fran, you know Jay Uso got cooked tonight. He get not
Look,
even
look,
cooked.
look, look,
Not
look.
even cooked.
Okay, if
Playboy.
anybody in my stream wants to know, Fran had said some choice thing. I cracked a joke because big name not a big name YouTuber. It was like I think it was one of them, Sean or and then some unknown guy posted, and so I went underneath that and I cracked a joke and I said, "Oh, that person will be back watching WWE in a week. I'll see them in a week." I just
Hmm.
cracked a joke, and you thought hell over high water that shit was terrible. She came at me telling me that I'm a WWE fanboy and how I'm spreading hate, how I'm this, that, and third, and I need to put the fries in the bag because I'm a good boy. Like, like you're a dominatrix or something to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ooh,
The
I may
fuck?
have to. I may have to take out my long whip, Fran. You better watch it.
So her whole thing right now is all she's been doing lately, and this is kind of facts. All she's doing is doing the rage bait content. That's all it is.
Yeah. Listen, please. Yeah, yeah. That's like them content. That's like those content creators. Those in the IWC, YWC, and content creators alike. They just put
And
these
then
rage
she
bait.
had the gall to say, "I don't understand how I grew. I've been so successful." You grew because big name outlets were mocking you for making um, rage bait content and being fake AEW content. That's why. That's why your
Yeah,
channel grew. It has nothing to do with, oh, in good faith you make great content because you really kind of don't. That's just
yeah.
me being
That's it.
honest.
That's it.
And I'm not trying to be
That's
mean. It's just the truth.
That's it, please. Listen, I'm I'm done talking about you, Fran, because you don't want to answer to us when we want
No,
to invite you when
no,
you want
hell
to
no, she don't.
you don't want to answer to us when we request your presence to be on to be on this stream to let us know who you are, what you do, why did you know about WWE and why did you leave it and move on from that to AEW. We want to know that, but see, you want to play hardball. So guess what, Fran? We're just gonna have to play hardball with you as well. So expect us to be playing hardball with you when you start doing this type of content because
It was a
this
YouTube
shit
short.
is.
I just clicked it, and the first thing I saw in my recommended feed was her short. Why I quit WWE. Look, I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
saying
say
this
this
shit. This.
as I said on the last shows. I'll say this. 1 minute she said it was $1,000 she spent to go to WWE, and then the next minute it's
Next
literally
minute,
it's 250.
200.
Which one is it?
What is it? Pick your poison.
And then you're
Pick your
expecting
fuck.
when you're sitting in the blood nose section, you're expecting like the Bud Light lady to come over and serve you and this, that, and the third. You're sitting in the motherfucking blood nose section.
Blood
Let me
nose dirt
know.
and drink it.
When you sit in any blood nose section in any arena or any stadium, you ain't getting AAA service. Okay, it's just not happening.
No, no,
No, you're
whatever.
and by the way, you might as just stay home because at the point uh, you're sitting and looking down at ants.
Yeah, that's all. Please, why are you in the blood nose section? Do better. Do better.
well,
Do better. Do something.
well. Okay. In fairness, I want to understand. This is all I wanted. Like I've sat down multiple times. Okay, and I've said this on the show. All I want to do is pick her brain. How's she getting
That's
all
all.
this money? I just want to know how's she getting all this freaking.
But
Sorry, part of
but
my
see,
language.
yeah, yeah. But
This fuck me
see, this
money. I just want to understand.
this is some people. This is how people want to roll. So they don't want
I get
to.
it because Taylor. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Taylor Swift fans do this all the time. Swifties do this all the time. They rack up a credit
Oh,
card bill. I understand.
oh, watch it on the Swift. Watch it. I'm calling out the Swifties
I'm a
because you
big
already know.
okay. I'm a big fan of Taylor Swift. Stop it. I'm a big fan of Swift. I'm part of Swift Nation. Okay, I have
Okay,
most of her albums. Okay.
bro.
And
Because
by the way,
listen,
she's part of my generation. Let's keep it for real. Let's keep it buck. 2006.
listen.
Okay, Hannah Montana. All right, and her. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Listen,
Justin
because
Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yes, and what's her name? Ariana Grande.
Ana Grande came out 4 years later, but I'll give
Oh
you
yeah.
that.
Well, around,
Black Eyed Peas were doing their thing. Fergay, let's go.
yeah, you already know.
By
You
the way,
already know. You
Black
already
Eyed
know.
Peas are about to reunion. I'm cool with
Okay.
this. With
Hey,
Fergie.
listen. Oh, good, good. Thank you. They're back together
Because
again.
their original
And
stuff was the shit. The stuff that they were doing with CL wasn't that great.
yeah,
And I love CL. I love Blackpink and or not Blackpink, 29 or 99 or
29.
something like that. I love them. I love K-pop, but it just didn't work. Like I like
No,
CL. I get what she was trying to do. There's only one Fergie.
listen. Yeah, well, that's good. But see, because the last time somebody came after Taylor Swift, well, guess what? The Swifties said, "Are you kidding? She's not a Knicks fan." Uh-oh, and they had receipts.
Okay, I'm so much of a Swift fan. The fact that Taylor Swift since 2002 is since 20, I believe 1999, she was indoctrinated into the New York Knicks fandom, and she's been ever since. She's been a season ticket holder for 12 years. Who knew?
I guess.
I didn't even know this until I went, "Oh shit, okay, I guess wow. One will
I
never
did.
know. One would
We
never
did.
know."
We knew. Listen, the hardcore fans, we know. If you know, you know. See,
Well,
that's why when Monica,
she went with her uncle all the time to the games
yeah,
when she lived
that's
in
what
New
she was
York.
with. She was with what's her name? She was sitting in the game with the Nixon girls.
I think she's a Jets fan too.
Yeah, she
But
was sitting with what's her name? Nixon. something
But
Nixon.
now she's a KC fan because of her man. So
Well, listen, but they asked, but
hey,
they
she
took
went to a
somebody.
better team. The Jets suck anyway, so she went to a better
But
team anyway.
well, because that's her man. That's about to be her husband. Okay, thank you very much. It's a fiance right now, so okay. They also asked why was she at the Eastern Conference Finals Game 3 with her boo? Because that's Travis Kelsey's favorite team, and she wasn't gonna get in the way of him cheering for his team. Even though she's a Knicks fan, she could have kind of took over that. But guess what? She knows when to fall back. She knows when to fall back. Just like what's her name, Kylie Jenner with Timothy Chalamet. You see, Kylie Jenner don't.
Can I just be honest with you? So AJ Styles' son is about
Oh
to make
yeah,
his wrestling debut.
he did.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. If he goes to WWE, I feel like they're gonna botch him hard.
He better not. He better not.
Well,
AJ.
it's already one and done. He's probably gonna be in WWE anyway because his dad works for him
Uh,
still as a legend.
until
Legends
his
contract and
contract is
stuff.
over.
Well,
Uh,
his son looks just like him though, with blonde hair though.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, what's his name? His son is training too at the performance. Was he at the performance center? Is
You know who's been training
Grover?
for a while that's young is Devon's kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Terrence and Terrell. Yeah, yeah. But Terrence and Terrell been in it for a long time training. I remember them training.
So what do
I
you so
remember them
okay,
training.
so let's get into some more wrestling news. Let's talk about
So
FTR taking a break.
well, listen, necessary enough.
Do you think it's kayfabe or do you think it's real?
Mm, right now, it's real
Because before they did this and then they came back and they beat the shit out of somebody.
no, this time it's real. You could kind of tell because it probably just. But let's find out from kind of like the sources, the truthful sources as to why they are taking time away. Because if we're shooting on this, then we probably get it a little bit wrong. But if it's on me, just kind of say,
So here's what I think. I think they are taking
here's
a
what I,
break, but I think they're gonna
yeah.
show up at All In when New Day shows up. I just have a funny
Whoa,
feeling they're gonna hold out for a while until New Day shows up.
wee, wee, wee. That's
Because
gonna be a good
I think think about it. Think about it. They're doing it
match. Hmm.
now. They're like 2 or 3 months away from All In, right? If you do
Yeah,
all the
two
math on
months.
that,
Yeah, 2 months.
you could heal up, rest up, have fun with your kids, vacation for a second. New Day
Yeah,
show up, and then all of a sudden, here we are. They come back.
of course, and plus, remember too, those 90-day competing clauses are over for those WWE those wrestlers that got released
And
from the
by the way,
WWE.
to all you curmudgeon WWE fans that are like that say everything's cinema, those are the ones I'm talking about. Austin Creed is not coming back to WWE. He's already said he's not. I don't know why you guys are still holding up hope because WWE. There was reports that were out that they were trying to get Austin Creed to come back and be part of their
No,
gaming division.
that was that was not gonna happen. That was not gonna happen. It's not. When I saw that, I said, not gonna happen. I'm just
And
sitting back and like,
by the way, and I said this, and my co-host, I was completely right when I said this. They were gonna botch Chad Gable, and he should have stayed as the original Americano. They fucked
yeah,
themselves hard. They fucked him hard.
yeah, yeah,
He should have
yeah.
stayed as Americano. He should have had him win. But it would have gone both ways anyway because Kaiser would have gotten screwed on the main roster anyway too. So you're in a stupid situation with that.
Yeah, yeah. Pick your
But what I
poison.
saw on Raw with him, I saw part of that, and I'm like, okay, they're giving Maxine Dupree some balls to do what she needed to do, and I kind of with her, like, But at the same time, I went, you're acting like you've won 5 championships before. Like, she's acting like she's won 5 championships, and she's, like, top tier, and I'm like, no,
And you were
you've
saying,
won.
And I remember you saying to me when before Noche de los Grandes with Maz versus Maz that they was gonna take it off of the Kaiser Americano,
They
Grande
should have,
Americano
and
Kaiser
the reason I said that is because
because
Chad Gable, there was
because of,
nothing there for him on main roster.
and there's nothing for and there was nothing for Liv Kaiser neither.
But I see
There's
now the vision of what you were saying because they're pushing Kaiser, on AAA. They're
bingo.
not actually. Fun fact: Kaiser's been off TV. In fact, they're pushing the other guy that replaced the original Luchador. Oh God, what's his name?
Yeah, no, Grande Americano, right?
Yeah, they replaced him. I forgot they replaced him. They just made you fooled that it was Kaiser. It's not Kaiser.
Oh,
Kaiser's
okay.
been off
So,
TV completely because of the scandal.
mm.
So they
Oh, because
replaced him with something else. Yeah. I forgot all
yeah,
about that.
because of the whole battery battery situation.
Yeah, they pulled him off TV. So that whole match, now it's coming out that whole match, it wasn't Kaiser that fought him. It was somebody else. But one hell of a match nonetheless, though. I think it was either what's his face? The bruiserweight. The bruiserweight, I think it was, or it was Tyler Bate, because those are the
No,
other two that are in the group.
no, no. Because the stature did not fit. The stature didn't fit because those guys are a little bit, you know, have a bit muscle and they're shorter. Whereas this one is taller. This one is taller. So no, but it was actually him that did the match. Because remember that whole situation came out a few days before before the match, so they couldn't pull him.
Right.
So they made him do the match, and then they made him do the match, and he said thank you to everybody, and then after that, now you got to handle this. Now you got to go handle the situation. So they made him do the match. They made him do that match, and then now has to go handle that situation. So yeah.
And by the way, real quick, we're getting into that ending of the show moment because we try to go 2 hours because tonight kind of got started late because of me.
Yeah.
Um,
And plus, you got to make sure that you get your parts to fix your
oh, I'm gonna be up all night into the morning. This is how my disorders
Yeah, yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be juiced for a while, so don't worry about me. I'll be good. Um, I'm just gonna tell you guys this one straight up. Gaming industry, I have no idea. When I saw those EA pricing, I went, "What are we doing? What are we freaking doing?" Like, I don't know if they're selling the game off to the side. You could buy the game off to the side, but I think they're going to this membership. It's called the MVP. What I think it's called that. I think it's called EA MVP membership. I think it's called EA MVP. Yeah, oh yeah, it's called MVP membership. There it is. Yeah, I'll read this to you guys. We'll go right into it. So join the MVP membership plus before July 2nd. MVP membership gets you both College Football 27 Deluxe Edition and Madden Deluxe Edition. Good luck with all that bullshit. You level up, you get season with 7-day early access and beta access and monthly packs. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
EA starts doing this. You know who else is going to fall suit on this, right? This lets you guys know who's falling suit on this. 2K.
Sony.
2K. 2K is going to follow
Okay.
suit. So you get 7-day early access, beta access. You get monthly Ultimate Team packs. You get, wow, they're really doing this? That's petty. This is on the college football side. All mascots are going to be unlocked. So if you just get the base game without the membership, you're getting fucked. Let's see here. 83 overall, 150 dynasty coach points. What do you get on the Madden side? So Madden side, you get to play 7 days early, beta access. Who I get it.
Yeah,
It's a whole
because
gambling system. I don't know who they're
yeah,
pandering
yeah,
to, but this is not for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I see it. It says because I got it right here. It says NFL Madden 27 content, full game NFL full game Madden NFL 26 Deluxe Edition including 4,600 Madden points. Damn. Then you get a superstar mode boost of four immediate superstar skill points, spanning core, physical, speciality, specialty, and mental attributes, along with a 1 year superstar legendary XP boost. What the hell?
You see. This is the world we're living in right now. Currently, right now, drink that
And then
in.
and then it's and then it says for franchise boost, 500 franchise points to customize your team's progression. Oh, so wait a minute, you got to get points now to upgrade your team.
Well, everything's wrapped around. See, EA got greedy. They think everybody are pack mules. Like you can literally go out and I'm sorry, I haven't bought a Madden in forever, and I've always done the trials on because I have EA Plays. It comes included with Game Pass, and you just get 10 hours. That's what I would do. I'd play the free 7 hour trial they give you, and it's
And then
like,
I see that, and then
go
it
ahead.
says ultimate team items, and upgradable ultimate team EVO item, a season one player item, and a cover a cover athlete elite player item. So, jeez, they really doing nickel and diamond on this shit.
Well, because okay, so I'm gonna say this guy's in stream, and if I get in trouble for saying this, they're going after a
Uh-huh.
demographic of people. You know who this is targeted to, right?
Hmm.
It's targeted demographic to the person that buys a Call of Duty and a Madden per year and a 2K. That person that sits and smokes weed all day long. It and I'm sorry, but EA's racist.
So
That's
the
what it's targeted
MVP,
to.
so the MVP battle bundle is 140,
Smooth,
139.99,
I'm surprised you're
140.
not picking up on what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm picking it up. I'm
Like
picking it up.
this is what EA's doing. They're going that hardcore in the paint like that, and I'm like, that's kind of gross. When I saw this, what they were planning on doing, I went, oh, I know who they're targeting with this. They're
Hmm.
targeting the dumbass person that smokes weed and just buys 3 games a year. That's what they're doing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it fucks everybody over
And
that.
I don't want to get canceled for saying I was talking about race. So we all know where I'm going with this one because that's what EA is
Not
targeting,
race. Listen,
and 2K
listen,
is gonna
listen,
do this too.
li- listen, EA. If you're gonna come after my co-host, then come after me too. It's not about race. It's about a certain demographic that sits down there and just plays a few games a year, not the hardcore gamers that buys the game that you know enjoys your product. They buy the game and they make and they have review
You know who this
streams
is gonna
about
piss off, right? You know who this is gonna piss off people like Angry Joe, right? I can already tell
it.
you, it's gonna
Hmm.
piss somebody like him off. It's gonna piss a lot of these sports channels that are already talking about quitting what they're doing. This has made it
It's
difficult.
already
Who's
it's
paying
already it's
$150 a year for that?
oh yeah, 100 and then $150 for MVP plus membership. What the hell? Shit.
So you said Sony's getting out of sports games, right?
I get yeah. No, it's from something I saw something about that. It was one of the, was it Sony or Microsoft or one of it was one of them that said they're getting out the sports game because mm, it's getting to be it getting to be a little bit too expensive. But not surprising because look at what I mean. You don't look at the economy. Look at the economy. People can't afford. some people can't afford to even, to do these memberships. So now you're gonna
Right.
nickel and dime them out of playing games. Period. EA, what dumb shit is that? What dumb shit is that? So you're gonna nickel and dime everybody out of playing games.
Well, they saw.
Meanwhile,
Well,
they're
okay,
struggling.
okay. In fairness, they saw 2K doing it with the WWE games. Look what they just did. You bought the $150 ultimate pack, the ultimate game, to have the 50 characters and all this, and it was like you had to grind it anyway. So you're
Yeah,
telling
I
me to
saw that.
unlock it, that's my money. So you're just screwed.
So $150 for 50 characters, knowing there's a whole lot more. Okay, uh, that's nickel and diamond.
Well, it's like Microsoft. It's like Microsoft admitted they just finally admitted. Xbox did. They finally admitted that hey, look, we made a bad purchase, and no, anybody could tell you that. They went out. They went out hungry. What they
Yeah,
basically did was they went out and bought Activision Blizzard, and they bought all these franchises thinking they could bolster their Xbox Game Pass, and it failed. And now Asher Sermon's now admitting we made bad purchases. We went out and we bought too many franchises. We went out and bought too many studios. Now we have to close studios to slim down because the way the economic you just saw with Steam. And earlier in the stream I said, look, Steam screwed up.
yeah. Look, yeah.
Steam's but it's not
Listen,
their
a lot.
fault because it's economic climate. Look at it's because of
Yes,
AI and what's
listen,
happening.
listen. The economic decline is forcing a lot of things to close, or
Right.
what it is that not just close. You got other I would say franchises moving into another, merging into one.
Yeah. Well, take a look at Netflix. Netflix is buying all the scraps that are happening right now in the movie industry. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it,
True.
Netflix went out and bought 5 different studios, including Star, some big one they bought.
Oh,
So they're
yeah,
taking all the scraps out of all the stuff. And then you
yeah. I've
have
seen that.
ABC because well, we're gonna go into some political talk real quick. So be prepared for it.
Yeah,
ABC is literally going to be fighting the FCC at this point. They've already waged
yeah.
war. They said, go ahead. We have the biggest shows on the face of the earth. We got the NFL. We own part of the MLB. Come at us. Find out. Fuck around. Find
We got
out.
and we also have college football.
Yep.
College
So,
football.
Mr.
Your
Mr. Carr, our FCC guy, our glorious emperor that he calls
Brandon
himself,
Brandon Brandon Carr,
Brandon
dumbass.
Censor Carr over here that wants to act like he's God. No, dude,
Okay.
this is not how this works.
No, it's not how it works. No. See, there's a
He's
process,
waging war with the biggest company on earth right now. I wouldn't want to rage war with that company.
which is Disney, not even ABC. Disney. You're waging war against Disney. Good job. What's next? Oh, you're gonna wage a war against Comcast, and then well, you don't. Well, you can't do it against Paramount because Paramount will get the will get the leeway.
Well, Paramount is getting the leeway. There's look over here, look over there. We're picking our battles. It's okay for them to do it, but if over here they do it, it's terror bad.
Yeah,
This is
because
what I don't
all
understand about TV. It's all corrupt.
everything is corrupt. Listen, this is what happened. Everybody talks about, well, why are you blaming Clinton for it? It's not Clinton that really. Clinton put the pen to paper via the corporations to do the whole FCC Act of Night Act, FCC and the Glass Eagle Act.
Yep.
Because remember, it was separate TV. It was separate
By the way,
TV.
ladies and gentlemen, my parts are out for delivery, so it'll be here anytime. So,
Good. Oh, good, good, good. But like I was saying, before that, you had a lot of these newspaper and TV stations that you could have that you was able to watch. But after the '90s, what happened? They all got those local TV stations got gobbled up by major corporations, and now it's just like
Well,
what?
okay, so in fairness, we went from okay, so if we're gonna go there like that, we went from having standardized cable, right? Which
Yes,
was cheap and
yes,
affordable. Then corporations got involved. Then it went to packages.
yes.
And then we
Package,
thought
yeah,
packages were a good idea. Then streaming took off. And then we went from packages, oh, well, we got to get the TV service to streaming service. And it was choking out people. People just went, I
yes.
can't afford this. I got to pick and choose. And then what happened was these streaming services realized, oh, we can't do this. So what we do is we bundle everything with the cable company that you're a part of, or satellite, or like a Frontier fiber company. And what we're doing over here is, okay, well, we'll give you all the streaming apps. We'll just go make big deals with these streaming companies, and we'll just put it as big things, because you see that with the company you're a part of, what I'm a part of, what my aunt's a
Mm-hmm.
part of, with Comcast. It's just the way of the world.
Yeah, yeah. Because basically, it's like you price people out. Because before that, it was you was able to watch your local TV, and the local TV stations. You knew who it was owned by because you used to see them in the neighborhood. They used to live in the neighborhood. Now it's run by five, six different six guys. Six
Now it's
guys.
now it's coming down to three. It's three major entities. There's no
Well,
competition.
three. No competition. And these guys don't
You
live in your
have
neighborhood, please.
ABC, you have ABC and their affiliates, then you have Paramount, their affiliates, then you have Fox and their affiliates. It's a three-team
And then you
race.
have Comcast.
Yeah. It's a four-team race. I should
Comcast.
say that now.
Yeah, 14. 14. And then and it's like you price people out. Some people not even watching cable TV like that. They're getting it through like Fire. It used to be Fire Stick and whatever stick it was. Roku TV. Now it's
Well,
streaming.
now, okay. So Fire Sticks are now becoming on boxes, the Walmart brand, because Amazon locked down their platform. It used to
Okay.
be, we'll talk about it here real quick. It used to be you bought the Fire Stick so you could do blink, blink, nudge, nudge, arg me mateys. You could do that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And now they're locking that down. Google with their phones, which I find ridiculous. Google, let's have a conversation, Google, real quick. You guys are so anti-establishment now because there's Graphene OS and other OSs that are taking your operating system that's open sourced and they're making it better. And all these little conglomerates that want to collect your data are like, oh, you use Graphene OS? Well, fuck you. You can't use our app until you allow the Google spying on you shit. Come on now. It's
Come on, please.
these companies are just being fucking greedy to be greedy. That's all this is.
That's what they're doing.
It's like the EU guy that has no idea how they're gonna grab our IDs. I've said this for a while. It's like it's criminal to me. And Sony, the company itself, they want to do full body scans just to play their games, just to say you have the
Oh,
right.
see, see, look at that. Look at that.
It, it's absolutely absurd to me. What's next? You want my blood? You want my
Because that's
fucking
what's gonna
blood?
be next. That's what's gonna be
Well, the
next.
only reason they what they want to do is they want to put you, and this is not a tinfoil hat thing. This is truth in real time.
It is.
They want to box you in a box. They want to know where you're at all times. They want to understand it. And these ID checks do not help anybody.
Nope.
Parents should be
No, it doesn't.
parents, and because and I compare this to why I smoke cigarettes, right? Why did I smoke pot? Because everybody told me it was bad for your health, and I went for it anyway. Because if you tell somebody enough and you put them around prison bars enough, if you put them in their own prison, they're going to escape and try everything. This is not the way you
Yes,
teach kids in this generation. You teach kids by letting them make the mistake and let them come crawling back.
that's
Let
true.
them let them go out and make the mistakes. Like for instance, when I was a kid and I wanted to smoke a cigarette, my uncle and my even my own mother Went like this. Here, you want it so bad? You want to try it? Toke up all you like. Smoke all you want. Fuck around and find out. And so I did. And I didn't like it. When I got older, there was a different story. I was depressed and shit like that. Smoking was not a big deal. But when I was a kid, oh, you want to try
Mm-hmm.
chewing tobacco? Here. You want to try it? You want to be that kid like on that movie? Go ahead. Try it. Here, I'll buy it for you. Here, try it. And I did, and it was gross. It was absolutely hideous. I'll never do that in my life again. Chewing tobacco is so bad. It's the obscene thing, and especially if you swallow it. And I was one of those kids that swallowed it. Thought I was the shit, and I ended up turning green, throwing up everywhere. So,
Yeah.
I had a mom, I had a family, like I said, you want to fuck around, find out, I'll let you go fuck around, find out. But when you fall apart, that's on you. And these kids don't realize it. These kids don't have it like we did as kids. As kids,
No.
you went and fucked like my mom always told me, I don't know how you were raised, but when I was raised, my mom said finish the fight. You better
That's
come home with two black eyes. Or you're
listen. My
getting
father
or
told me
you're
the
getting
same
it from
thing.
me. Or you're getting
My
it from
father
me
told
when
me
you
the
get
same
home.
thing. Me
And
too.
if you're being mistreated, you better be speaking up about it. Because
See,
if I
see,
find out, then you're going to get a talking to in a lecture.
and for me, my mother's more of like the peacemaker. My father, he was more like, hey, you gotta get out there and learn on your own. You ain't gonna get. You're not escaping this fight without you winning.
So I'll end
Without
this
you.
show. I'll end this show this way. We'll have a little like off the wall a little bit for like another
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
When I was growing up as a kid, I'll put it this way to everybody that listens. When I was a kid, I was part of the No Children Left Behind. So when my sister and my dad, my grandmother, and then, I lost time in school. So I was far behind. So they put me in the stupid kids class, special ed. They put me there,
So,
watch movies because they don't want to teach kids. They just want to, you're just a number. So I had to teach myself a lot of things. And I barely passed high school because I got sick all the time. And I was depressed and I didn't really go to therapy like that. And I had to learn when I got older that, that you have problems. But I'll keep it a short story. I'll keep a long story short. I had to learn. There was times in school that I saw stabbings. There was times in school that I was around gang members that had ankle bracelets. Like I tell this to kids. Kids have it good now. We didn't have iPads. We didn't have tablets. We learned ourselves in books, and our books were shitty. Like they were
yep.
falling apart. Like good luck.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, kids, we had things called flip phones.
Flip phones.
And I'm having an awesome day, buddy. I hope you are, Red. I hope you're doing well. I'm waiting for an Amazon order to show up. We're doing the show, waiting for my Amazon order. I got a new bunch of PC parts coming in because my streaming PC died. So I'm using my gaming PC for now, and then once I get my new parts in, I got the 5700 coming in. I got 64 gigs of RAM already. That was from my streaming PC. Guys, don't question why I have 64 gigs of DDR4. Don't question it. At the time, it was so cheap because I grabbed as much DDR4 as I could at the time because I saw prices. I was reading prices were going to go up. So I thought I would pull the trigger while they were like down at like $80. I was like, I might just pull the trigger now. Captain Save-A-Hole.
Uh-oh. And you saw what happened.
Yeah, prices did jack up. I grabbed my SSDs and everything I could before the price hike happened, and it's not going to get any better because we just saw the Steam machine be 1,100 for a PC that's weaker than the parts that I'm buying in the graphics card I have now, the 5060. So it's kind of depressing. I want Steam to succeed. See, the thing is, I want Steam to succeed, but this ain't it, Chief. Ain't it for me. Ain't it for me, as a fan of Steam. I was just dumbfounded with the price, but I expected it though. Like if we wanted to go there, I expected it.
True.
But
true.
a
But
couple
yeah.
things. So me and you basically had similar childhoods. I'm taking it
Oh yeah.
technically.
Listen, I was in special ed till like about fourth grade. After that, I just said, I'm out of this. I'm out of this shit. I was like, not for me anymore. That's
this
it.
is what you were. This is what you were.
I mean, what? What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean, you sit down.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Stephen A.
Yeah.
You were
Thank
like
you.
to the teachers, I'm out. I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
outie.
I'm, I'm out of this. Please. That's please. I went through different paths to find schools for me
Can
after
I
that
just
because they
say
said, "Hey,
can I just say this? My college years were great. Like when I went to college, it was a whole different ball game. You were paying for it. People treated you with respect. They didn't look down at you. I was like, damn.
mm,
It went from high school teachers telling me I was never gonna be anything to like going to college, and it was a whole different ball game. It was like
oh yeah,
it was a breath of fresh air. It was like, wow, I'm actually being respected for once. I'm not being talked down to. By the way, guys, when I went to college, I didn't stay long. I got my A+ certifications and I said, I'm fucking out. And I got mentored next minute in the computer field.
okay,
I didn't stay long
okay,
because, because I was more, well, when I was in college, I suffered from depression and shit and PTSD and a bunch of other shit. And I decided to party. Partying was my thing, but to find out, partying wasn't a good thing. It was a end to a means because I was upset at the world. And I didn't realize until I went into therapy. I didn't go to AA. I went to counseling and sat down and talked my problems out for about a year or
hmm
two because, you know, drinking is not the answer. Supposedly,
nope,
drinking ain't the answer. I don't drink anymore because I have ulcers and COVID happened and I got really, really sick after COVID and almost died. So I had to rechange everything. So drinking, we don't. My mom's not a drinker, so she drinks water. Let me tell you guys this: my mom drinks 4 Stanley cups. We're talking like 45-ounce bitches. I'm like,
oh yeah,
holy crap. So we don't really drink. I don't really drink hardcore shit like that. I'll have an energy drink here and there, or I don't even drink Coke like that. I got away from soda long after my root canal surgeries. I got away from soda. I'll be real
mhm,
with you guys. I don't find after COVID, after smoking cigarettes for so long, my taste buds got fucked. So certain things I just as a kid I liked, now as an adult not so much. It's weird. It's weird. People don't talk
yeah,
when you have COVID. Like it's weird. I went through
yeah.
some things I stopped loving.
Yeah. It's like you lose taste buds for for the things that you've been rocking with for a long time.
Yeah, I wasn't a big chocolate per like people like I wasn't like people like chocolate. I don't like chocolate like that. Like I like my
Mm,
ices, I like, blow pops, but when it comes to
yeah,
like chocolate cakes and things like that, I kind of just never really was, and then after COVID, it just wasn't a thing anymore. Same with smoking. Like I used to be a 3 pack a day person, like hardcore. I was a real hardcore smoker. 3 packs a day. I had a carton of Marlboros sitting on my fucking on my counter at all times. I made sure I was smoking because I go outside because I was depressed a lot of times. So smoking and anxiety just solved the problem, So I tell these real stories
yeah,
to you guys because they're real. They're very real. Now being 6 years removed from smoking. Oh my god, it was the best
hmm
decision in my life. It was the best decision I can make. My lungs got better. My
really,
breathing got better. Now it's more about my allergies. My allergies fucking suck. I don't know about yours, but mine suck. Like even having the air
nah.
purifiers, and I'm thinking about buying a humidifier. It still sucks.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like
I got well, I have air humidifiers in my room and the living room because being here with my mother, she sometimes goes through those motions with allergies, and It can, and it's like nonstop sneezing. And now my
Right?
dog, and now my dog here, the dog gonna be barking every single time she sneeze. It's
Right?
so funny because my
I have
because
I
my
have
dog
three
go
I have three miniature schnauzers, so I definitely I feel you.
yeah, because when my and I have my dog is a Chihuahua Pomeranian mix, and he
Right.
and he be doing every time he hears somebody sneezing, he hears my mother sneezing, he start barking like I'm like, it's okay,
So
she's
does
gotta
your dog
sneeze.
does your dog do like my dogs where they like to shred things at times? You're
Yeah,
welcome, buddy.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
So all right, so story with me real quick. I've had so many different schnauzers and I used to raise schnauzers for living, right? My
okay,
mom did. So it was her way of coping with my sister's death, right? It started out as a project. Then it turned into rescuing animals and I met a lot of people. So um and guys, when you do animal breeding or things like that, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it these fucking idiots do, these gamudgets, man. It's absolutely disgusting.
it
You know what I
is.
mean? It's just sickening to me seeing beagles and seeing different
Oh
animals being
yeah,
tested and all this different shit. It's absolutely absurd. I'm a dog lover, and to me, dogs need to be pampered and treated right in the world. Same with cats. I'm not a cat person, but there's a lot of people, even in my area, there's a lot of cats that they just get neglected and get mauled by coyotes and shit. It's absolutely
yeah,
absurd. It's
because
just, it's
I saw
dumbfounding.
because one time they had rescued like a beagle. They had rescued a number of beagles from this place in Virginia.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. Is it the one that they were doing the testing on chemicals and shit?
Yes, yes, and they
Absolutely.
found out it was like something that the Anthony Fauci and them was doing when he was with HHS.
Oh, okay.
So he was doing
Yeah,
that,
see,
and
I heard he was a little bit on the shady side too.
yeah, he was,
A lot
he
of these
was.
people
Please,
that run a lot of these people that run these health things are very kind of shady. If you finally realize
yeah,
after 10 and 15 years they've been around, you go, "Oh, well, they were really okay."
yeah, they
You know,
were. Yeah, he was really
I wouldn't
shady
be
with the shit. It
surprised
was
if Neil Tyson had some shit, had some shady shit in his packages or in his
yeah,
briefcase. Man, wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised.
everybody's got it. Please,
I like
Like,
Nigris Tyson. He goes on one. When he's on one, I appreciate him for.
yeah. But you know, they're a
Yeah,
bit shady with the shit.
I mean, I'll tell you guys this. I'm a big animal lover. I've had my fair share of animals from birds to fucking fish to you name it. A lot of my cockatiels, they last forever and a day. They would just die because, of old age, technically.
Yeah, same here, same here, same here,
But
same here. And
I'll tell you guys this all the time. Like, we've covered a lot of things on the show tonight. I'll tell you guys straight up, Bully Ray, man, you better be getting your popcorn and man, bro, you better get your ass, checked to get that preparation H because everybody's been doing that ram time because your comments are so
yep,
stupid. No
yeah,
offense.
it is, it is.
Like the shit you're spilling about wrestling, and I always say is keep it 100 with anything that you're talking about or preaching. Keep it 100.
Yes,
Especially like yeah, I love my Lakers, but I'm not gonna be putting on my rose-colored glasses and go, oh well, gee willikers, the Lakers are the greatest shit on earth. No, they haven't been the greatest shit on earth for 9 years since Kobe Bryant died. They haven't been great. They've been terrible. And don't get at me about LeBron. LeBron asking for it's criminal to me. Bro, they've given you everything. Just take less money. For once in your life, take less money. And I know the curmudgeon LeBron James fans don't want to hear this, but can he just take a sweetheart deal for once? He's a billionaire. Bro, a billionaire. Like, just retire, go out with grace, and be done with it. As me as a Laker fan, I'm like, bro, why are you asking for now 150 mil? Like, who are you? You haven't shown up in the playoffs, homie. And the times you have, you're screaming foul that you need players around you when you say you're the shit. I don't get this. And the one ring you had a perfect team around you. But what did you do, LeBron? You fucked it up the next year by saying Frank Vogel wasn't a great coach and decided to shaft him with, off with this player,
Right.
off with that player.
Yep.
And it didn't work out. And it's like, bro, LeBron, the only time that LeBron, it works for him when the ownership tell him to shut the fuck up and do your job. That's the only time.
They should. Yeah, they should do that right now. But see, it's gonna be like, oh, why are you talking down to him like that for? We can take our talents elsewhere.
I think the Lakers, well, it's not Jeannie Buss's team anymore. It's now the
Yeah,
West family, I think it is, or something like that.
yeah,
And he's basically saying, no, no, we want to build a winner. He's now saying that the owner is saying this. The new Lakers owner is saying this. Jeannie Buss only owns 10%. She gave up all the Lakers, right?
yeah.
But she's been saying for quite a while that she's kind of fed up, and he's been saying he's fed up with LeBron, and I can't blame him there.
The owner.
But
Yeah, well,
anyway, guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. Smooth is tired. I'm gonna get out of here, and I am going to raid somebody out on Twitch. And I will see you guys here in a little bit.
yes.
I am going to hand you over to a friend that is a partner. Yes, I know. I usually host smaller people. But she rated me the other day. I want to show her some love. She's been a great friend of mine. And I want to show her all the love because she's been giving me pep talks and helping me out in the stream and whatnot, just as much as Smooth has. And I want to show her the love. I will be back here. Gosh, I'll probably be back here after we do packages, which is going to take a few. I got to run to Walmart to return some equipment. And yeah, so bear with me. You guys will get pictures and stuff of the new products that I have and whatnot. It's going to be exciting. Anyway,
Of course.
I'm going to give you off the technical girl over on the Twitch side. I'll see you guys here shortly. Love you guys as always. Peace
Peace.
out.